Yeah.
Oh yeah, the ones that you have to like.
The multi nut balls. Yeah.
Oh, that's what you were thinking of.
Oh, you talk the rabbit duty ones.
Yeah, they
I
do
like
like that.
bloopers. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, but you like rabbit shit too.
Welcome to the Blue
What?
Podcast, episode number 143. I'm Adrian.
Oh,
Gore's
no,
there.
we said a
David's
curse word in the beginning.
David's the one eating
Demonetized.
rabbit droppings.
Shit. Oh, well, we already got demonetized.
Yeah, it's already too late anyway. Shit.
We're not rated for children, anyways. Fuck the police.
Yeah.
You don't ever eat popcorn at the theater, Gore. But what's your usual snack? You get a drink. I know you get a drink, but what do you usually eat? Is it like a hot dog or something?
You don't eat popcorn?
Yeah,
What the fuck's wrong with you?
I just feed on the cinematic excitement of the crowd. That's what,
God, why did it sound like a fucking written review for some fucking feed on the
I'm
crowd.
fueled by the excitement of others.
What
I'm
do you?
like well, I can't say what I was about to say, but I'm like an excitement, kook. Except
Junkie.
say it's Twitch. Yeah, junkie. Sure, that's what I was gonna say.
You know who I was thinking of the other day? It was Media Junkie. Remember when he
Oh yeah,
he doxed Guru?
Yeah. Shout out to Media.
Shout out to yeah. Literally, if anyone out there knows the fuck we're talking about, David will send you $5.
That's a lie.
What's your theater snack?
I usually don't get anything, but whenever I do, it's usually the pretzels. That's it.
Do you usually
do you say little nugget pretzel things? That's it. But usually I don't eat anything.
Wait, do you?
I buy a drink.
You don't go to AMC, huh? Or do you go to AMC?
I go to AMC. Yeah.
Do they have that 3-pound pretzel for you too?
No.
They have a 3-pound pretzel.
I'm okay.
I'm trying
to lose pounds.
I've gotten that for a few movies. One was like Far From Home. I forget what the other one was, but it's literally like a 3-pound pretzel, and they give you like 2 like cheese, like nacho cheese like dipping sauce. But my God, that's obviously like the heaviest fucking meal you'll ever have. It just fucking weighs on you.
Yeah, 3 pounds.
Are you the type to buy the snack only like on a special occasion movie, or if you're hungry?
If I'm hungry. No, not special occasion. I didn't bring anything for Spider-Man yesterday. I was like, fuck it. I bought soda. I was like, let's go.
I tried to buy a Slurpee yesterday, but the theater was like they were not ready for it. I think still. So like the Slurpee machine was like mostly just sugar water. Like half of it will come out frozen, but the other half would. You see everyone's drinks with it. It was just like bottom half was just the syrup. So I got a drink. But the thing I asked because I get the refill popcorn, but it's $5. But I always end up with so much popcorn that for days afterwards I'm just fucking eating at it.
Mm-hmm.
But AMC doesn't really have the best popcorn either. But $5, I'm like, fuck yeah, I'll take that for $5. That's fine.
Popcorn, it's all made the same.
That's how you sound after you eat that too.
Yeah. Oh God.
They got rid of the paper straws though this time. We were talking about that last time. That fucking
that's a crime against humanity.
I forget what was I watching.
If you have paper straws, you support ISIS. That's all I'm saying.
I think I was watching either Shang-Chi or Eternal.
Do you support ISIS?
Do you?
Do you?
Stop listening.
Like
do you?
Stop listening and get rid of your paper straws if you don't.
But I forget what it was. But by the time I was even like not even done with my drink, it was just like a slosh end of a fucking straw. So like I had to like I don't even know how the fuck I drink this now. It's like having to like reopen the fucking hole.
My theater always has the make it yourself fucking vending machine things for soda. So I just go back and they always have straws there. So I'm like, I'll get a new straw then.
Yeah.
I always just get a new cap also.
The Remix, right?
It'll feel real new. Huh?
Those Remix machines?
Yeah, I guess it's called that. I don't know. It's just
I forget what they're called, but they're the one
soda.
that have,
like, I'm like, me buy.
Oh, wait, the Coke machines that have like every single fucking flavor and all that?
Yeah, it has everything. Yeah.
Yeah.
I always just get regular.
But yeah, we're not gonna really touch on Spider-Man. I know we're gonna actually do a movie podcast this next week just to spoil the shit out of No Way Home.
Yeah.
We're gonna go deep into that. But so we're not gonna talk about it. But man, I'll say that I was telling these guys before. It was nice to be in a theater it was jam packed. It was like Endgame level, like sold out, which has not happened since Endgame. And to get like the cheering. It was just nice. It was
nice.
I forgot how much I missed that. Like, because most of the theaters that we go to, most of the movies we watch are always indie movies. So it's like usually like not that many people, pretty quiet, pretty toned down. But every once in a while, it's usually like the big Marvel movies you got that for. But I mean, didn't get that for Black Widow, obviously. Didn't get that for Shang-Chi. Didn't get that for Eternals. But Spider-Man got fucking applause. That was the big applause one. And man, when 5 minutes in, you get a major thing that was not spoiled by most of the internet, and right away, and you got cheering. You're like, oh, this is gonna be one of those movies. All right, and you already knew, but it was good. Good shit.
It was good.
We'll talk about that on the podcast next week, though. That'll be posted up next week. That's your Merry Christmas, everyone. But this is our video game podcast. We're talking video games. We're talking about news and all that. We do this Thursdays on twitch.tv/punk. Didn't do it this Thursday because it's my birthday and Spider-Man Day. So, Spider Thursday. So, did not.
Spider Day.
Speaking of my birthday, I'll be doing a birthday stream. If you're watching this will go up immediately because I'm now on officially winter break. No work for a couple weeks. So, this will go up immediately. So, if you're listening to this, go tune into my stream, twitch.tv/punk. I'll have Gore on there and David on there. I don't know what the fuck David's doing, but I'll have David on there.
Best.
He's doing his best.
He's doing his best. We'll stream some games. I'll stream.
Not great.
I'll stream some backlog stuff. I don't know what I want to start up yet, but I'll try to get through something. I'm not sure though. We'll figure it out. But also we do Games Gone By. Games Gone By this month's gonna be Portal 1 and Portal 2. That's gonna be on December 30th, right before the new year. So tune in for that. Yeah. The next upcoming games, the few couple we have coming up are on January. We got Yume, Nekki, and Kindergarten. February, Hylics 1 and Hylics 2 in March, Beyond Good and Evil. If you want the full list, go check out the description. Got all that there. Games Gone By and Blue Rupees. You can find audio podcasts. Go look at the Spotify and all that stuff everywhere. You can listen to audio stuff. Twitch.tv, teespring.com/store/blue-rupees. I haven't pipped out in a while. We have some shirts up there. Go help us out. It really helps the podcast out by comment, subscribing. Do all that.
And giving us a copyright strike.
Copyright strike as well. And then also shout out to crprights.com. They're our sponsor here. You'll hear an ad read in the middle of the podcast. Will it be vulgar? Probably, but David doesn't know how to do a non-vulgar ad read, so whatever.
Yeah.
I did one once.
David is very immature.
It's true.
I dare say kind of childish, and I do not appreciate it.
I don't appreciate you.
Speaking of appreciating, David's secret account in the chat says Gore is my favorite movie snack. Gore the movie stack.
Come get some more.
Free refills all day, baby.
Yeah. I need some extra time.
Shout out to AMC for that. Free refills on AMC stuff, especially when back before the pandemic time. I would go there. I would stack movies all for one day. So I'd do all my movies, like all 3 movies a week. I'd be all right. This one ends. This is an hour and a half. Ends at like around 1:45. This one starts at 2. So I would just load up on popcorn and Slurpee all day, and I'd be a fucking mess by the time that movie the day ended. But whatever. I watched 3 movies. Good times.
Hell yeah, good times. You can still do that.
Yeah, no,
you can still watch 3 movies.
Yeah, it's been an inconvenience to get out of the way to go there now though. But I do want to watch. What's that one that came out? I have not Nightmare Alley. I've not kept up with any movies.
It's out, but I don't think it's like full release yet.
I'm gonna check to see because I wanted to catch up on a few
movies. Pretty sure it's at my theater though.
Yeah, it has to be right.
Yeah.
I'm curious. Yeah. I want to see what is streaming there because I might go watch Spider-Man and do something else on Sunday. What are my show times?
You gonna go watch Spider-Man and do something else?
Yeah, whatever.
What is he gonna do?
A bad thing.
A bad thing.
Oh no. I technically I like when my Spider-Man does good things. No, I don't want Spider-Man. I want movies, dummy.
Is Encanto
fucking idiot?
Spider-Man.
Is it the Pixar movie?
Yeah, I want to see him getting, diddled or whatever. No, not today. Today's almost over. Stupid. I want Saturday. Stupid. Fucking hate this website.
Dummy.
Yeah, Nightmare Alley's there. What do you say? Jungle Cruise? Is that what you were say?
No, Encanto. That's the Pixar. I've been so out of touch with fucking movies.
No, that's not Pixar.
Okay.
That's just regular Disney.
Okay, so I can probably pass.
It's pretty good though. I already saw it.
Was it good?
Yeah,
So if I'm gonna watch Nightmare Alley, Spider-Man, I either got Ghostbusters, West Side Story, or Encanto to watch alongside.
Hey, you know what? Do whatever you want. I don't care.
Which should I watch? If we're talking movies on the podcast, which one's probably be the best discussion? So I might as well knock that out while I'm there.
Spider-Man again.
Well, I don't think Kyle saw Encanto.
So West Side Story probably then.
West Side Story he did see, I think. He said on Twitter like it was unnecessary, so I'm assuming he saw it.
And Ghostbusters was okay.
Oh, he hated Ghostbusters. So it's like,
did you hate it? You thought it was all right.
No, I liked it. Yeah.
I'll watch Ghostbusters. That's fine. That sounds like something I want to watch. All right.
Encanto is really good though. So
I'll probably make a double feature and just do some more next week. Watch Spider-Man again, probably. I was supposed to watch it twice yesterday, but plans fell through last second for the first showing. But that was fine. I just had to avoid the internet, which was a fucking struggle.
Internet.
Oh.
Hey, David, what'd you play this week?
Hell yeah. Played more Shin Megami Tensei 5. The story's picking up a bit more. Wish it didn't take this long to get into the crux of the real.
How many hours are you in?
Central problem. Just shy of 50.
Hell yeah. 50 hours to get to the juice.
Yeah, all right, there you go. Story's finally becoming a story.
I mean, Midland SMT, since Nocturne especially, has been kind of weaker on more direct narrative. It's been more thematics and just kind of smaller micro stories within the kind of world as opposed to a grander overarching narrative. But even for this feels like this needed more time. As I've been kind of progressing through the game. I just want to
throw out that Adrian's a giant stereotype. I just want.
What, there's a stereotype about Mexicans and Cheetos?
Hot Cheetos, yeah.
What's the stereotype?
High, David? I know you live in Maine, but Jesus.
What's stereotype for the Mainers out there?
A stereotype of Mexicans and hot Cheetos.
There is, right, Adrian?
It's that and Takis.
I don't know. Over here they do, and Takis, yeah, for sure.
And hot fries.
And hot fries. Yep. Well, hot fries I love.
Any spicy snack.
Yeah, pretty much. But like, it's always the ones that seem a little bit more, I don't know, like generic.
You want to know the most degenerate thing that I make just for a snack?
Yeah.
You know those hot Cheeto mac and cheese?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So the regular ones suck. The hot Cheeto ones suck. The regular ones with the jalapeno, the green boxes, those are the ones to get. What I'll do is I'll make that
for a few people.
Yeah, they're pretty good. Like actually, they're not bad. What I'll do is I'll get
my macaroni and cheese when it's shaped like SpongeBob. That's not even a lie. I just like the shape ones. I don't know why. I don't know why. It captures the cheese the best.
Yeah, that's fair.
It captures the cheese.
Or the shells. The little shells are pretty good.
And also
too.
One of them, Patrick.
Oh, there you go.
He's my boy. Yeah, that's fine.
But I make those. And I'll have a bag of hot Cheetos and I'll crumble a little bit like it's like breadcrumbs almost on the top. Got that crunch in there.
No, I can't do that. If I'm having mac and cheese, I make mac and cheese. Fucking roll up to my goddamn local butcher. I'm like, just give me 4 pounds of whatever cheese ends you have.
I'm not making mac and cheese that often though. Or I mean, I also make mac and cheese whenever I can, but I don't like to like every other fucking day. I'm gonna fucking make a giant fucking pan of just mac and cheese. I'm good.
I just get one of those craft boxes.
No, fuck that. I'll go ahead and when I'm in a mac and cheese mood, I'll fill a whole fucking crock pot full of mac and cheese and just fucking eat on that for a week.
A week?
Yeah.
No, so
no
if you're gonna have the best mac and cheese, make it. The best mac and cheese you can make
macaroni and cheese for a week.
But,
what the fuck?
And there's times where I'm just gonna pull out a box. I'm like, all right, cool. I'm gonna have my food in like 10 minutes, and that's fine with me.
Gross. Can't do it.
You're even gross. You said you eat the same macaroni and cheese for a week. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
It's gross.
I always do like a big bulk leftover item I eat throughout the week.
I don't like variety. I like to eat the same thing for a whole week.
Variety is for dinner.
You didn't say this wasn't dinner, okay? So I usually macaroni and cheese is either dinner or lunch.
Breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Only
macaroni and cheese for fucking breakfast?
No, yeah. That's the joke. Is he's like,
I assume your homemade macaroni and cheese to your job look like a fucking 12-year-old. So
they work from home.
Like mac and cheesy.
My chicken tendies.
Yeah, you bring some chicken tendies with you too.
Some days.
I bet you do. Yeah, he does. Oh, sometimes I go to the local butcher shop. I go to my local butcher shop, which David, looks like the fucking one in Texas Chainsaw.
Does your fiance also cut your steak for you?
Yeah.
No, because she doesn't like steak, really.
You don't like it? She just cuts it for you.
Yeah. What the fuck? She doesn't need to like it.
Does she do choo-choo trays for you? Here you go, David. Here comes the choo-choo tray.
Ooh, you got
Here come the anime titties. Ooh.
Movies.
So
Gomez.
I want to point out that now officially everyone in this podcast is over 30. So
hell
content,
yeah,
quality content.
31 and 3 days.
Only one of us is racist.
None of this immature nonsense. No more nonsensical. Gore's pointing at God right now.
God's racist.
True.
I don't know where. For me, right now, he's up here. I don't know. Yeah.
Gore, hey, David, talking more about your Shin Megami Tensei.
Oh yeah,
I have not.
Gameplay wise, it's one of the best in the series. The only thing that gameplay wise I do dislike about it, especially at the point that I'm at, is it's the first game to really have a level balancer. So you know how like when you play like Borderlands, if an enemy is like a couple levels lower or higher, it just makes it not worth fighting them because you either will completely stampede them and get no rewards for it, or it's impossible to really do any damage, and so you move on with your life.
Right.
This does that, and it's like the only SMT game to have that weird level balancing, and it kind of makes it frustrating.
Is it just me, or is level balancing just kind of destroy the purpose of leveling to begin with?
100%, because especially in SMT, I mean, the whole point of especially mainline SMT is your demons are disposable. You're always switching them up.
Yeah.
But now it's even more so the case in here because of the fact that as soon as you go like 3 levels too much one way or the other, you either get pittance of XP, so it's not worth leveling them up at all the normal way, or they're useless in a fight other than if they have immunities to just sit there and take damage and steal away turns from the enemy.
Right.
So it's one of those things that you're just always fusing constantly and basically like every couple levels redoing your whole team. It's a little dumb. I really hate that addition to the gameplay. It slows it down quite a bit, I feel. Just because I'm finding that I'm always having to readjust my team. And technically, there's a lot of items that will level your demons up. I'm sitting on 80 of them, but that's just because I'm saving them for end game when I want to go ahead and really design my team out and get it going from there. So I suppose theoretically I could solve my problem a little bit, but I still think it's a dumb addition. It slows down a game that mechanically doesn't need that kind of slowdown. No, it's still a good game. I'm still thoroughly enjoying it. Otherwise than that, I've also been playing a lot of It Takes Two. Been playing through that with a buddy of mine.
I'm gonna go back. What's the general consensus about SMT about with superfans with diehards?
There's 2 camps. There's
one's good, one's bad.
Well, no and no, kind of. So here's the thing. There's the people that are just really hating it, just absolutely are like, the gameplay best in some of the best in the series, but the rest of it's hot garbage. And that's because they're comparing it to a lot of the older games, particularly Nocturne and Strange Journey. And then there's the other camp that's like, okay, but if you look at it on its own merit, it needed a lot more time still and feels rushed and underdeveloped, but it was still fine. Like I don't think that as time has gone on, there's really anyone that still has a major praise for the game beyond most of the combat mechanics. And even then, there's still nitpicks here and there, like what I kind of discussed there. So it's definitely a game that mellowed out very quickly in its reception.
All right, and which one do you stand on?
Okay.
It's an okay game. Like it's definitely, I wouldn't put it in like my top 5 SMT games, but I do feel that in terms of combat, aside from the level balancing bullshit, I feel that everything that they've done to help enhance combat beyond that has been a fantastic addition, and I hope they continue with other SMT games, be it Persona or Mainline or any other spinoff they decide to do. I like a lot of the additions.
Are you upset it's not going to be your number 1 game of the year?
No, but honestly, Deathloop was such a strong fucking game for me that, I mean, I have a lot of games called Shin Megami Tensei that came out this year that I have in my top 10, none of them touch Deathloop. So
You have a lot of games.
yeah, there's like 3, 4 SMT games that came out this year, technically.
What? Oh, because of Strikers? That's not an SMT game anymore.
It is.
No, it's not.
It
We
is.
fucking talked about it. It doesn't even say SMT anywhere.
It's
It doesn't
still
have. It does not have the same
franchise.
vibe at all. Even like earlier Persona games had more of an SMT vibe than fucking Persona 5, which is like, hey, we're all goofy. Everything's colorful and fun. Don't fucking look at me. You know I'm right.
No.
Yeah,
Jack
you know I'm
Bros
fucking right.
exists.
Compared Persona 5 to Persona 1 and 2. I've said everything I've seen of Persona 1 and 2. Well,
No,
fucking goofy
you
shit.
doing that with the fucking beard.
yeah.
That was some
Exactly.
Don Vito shit.
Yeah.
Ravioli.
Yeah.
Veal scallopini.
Anyway.
It takes two.
Hell yeah, it takes
Yeah.
two. I've actually been really enjoying that game. I'm a few hours into that one right now, and I love the constant changing of genres and how they always add in so many new things that not one playstyle ever feel like it overstays its welcome.
Mhm.
And the dialogue and banter, fucking on point. I absolutely love the characters. Graphically, it's actually a really gorgeous game to just kind of take in all the weird, bizarre scenery and seeing how they warp just normal stuff around the house and just even different kind of animals and shit into
Yeah,
some really cool
Hammer.
things.
Vacuum guy. I remember.
You know what's funny is
Yeah, Mr.
I heard
Buck
that
is there.
primarily
Yeah, Mr. Brother.
the biggest complaint I heard people say, I hate the characters. I don't know. It make someone else not write the game instead. And I was like, I also played through. I booted up again. Got through to I think the third chapter. I want to say. The first I forget what chapter. I think I want to say it's the third. But yeah, no. I'm looking. I'm like, no, the dialogue's great. Like it's a banter. It's it's a couple of just not in love anymore. Like.
Yeah.
They're not gonna be like a fucking. You're not gonna like them because they don't like each other right now.
The whole point is that they've lost their chemistry.
Yeah,
And, like it works perfectly well for that. Anyone that's been in that stage of relationship, that kind of feels pretty on fucking point.
Yeah, but the book is a toxic stereotype.
I'm gonna say that it's not. Fuck you.
Yeah. Yeah, he's the ambassador of all Mexican people in the world.
You saw the hot
There he
Cheetos.
Yep, with his ugly sweater. That's a Gears of War one, I think.
Yeah, I forgot it was ugly sweater day yesterday at work, and I was fuck. I should have brought this out.
Yeah, it's actually national law. You have to wear an ugly sweater, or you get shot.
Well, apparently today was the day they were supposed to get shot. Shoutouts to TikTok, you piece of shit.
Shot.
TikTok can fucking die. I'm so fucking sick of TikTok. You guys hear about all that news, right?
No.
Oh, it was a whole national thing where there was there was no basis around it, but there was like the very beginning of a brewing of a threaten to shoot up your school challenge on TikTok.
I'll ask the fiance about that. She's all over TikTok.
Yeah,
those
so
TikTokers.
yeah,
so
so a
wacky.
lot of districts around the country got news, and they all handled it differently. And today was a makeup day, so pretty much no one gave a fuck about like attendance, which was good and bad, because like there's kids just wandering around everywhere because it was like everyone's hanging out, but that could be bad. But also like a fraction of the kids were on campus today. But it's like
Wild.
It's like,
Isn't it just sad that TikTok is a thing?
I've made my stance.
Like Twitter is cancer too, but
Twitter is ridiculously
like,
cancer.
Yeah.
But
yeah, but TikTok seems like it might be the worst thing that's ever existed.
a cool thing about Twitter is you
know.
have to kind of seek it out to find it. I feel like
Yeah, exactly. Like my Twitter is fine. I don't see
if I could dip a little bit, I could find some nonsensical fanboys everywhere. They're like talking shit.
I'll take nonsensical fanboys over. Let's go shoot up a school challenge.
Yeah, but I mean, there's also been fucking. I don't go on like a fucking tangent here, but like there was
I think we're already on a tangent.
Like
about his fucking games, and you're talking about school shooting.
There was some challenges like I think one of them ended up with like a teacher having their brakes cut.
The fuck?
There was a vandalized challenge.
He needs his breaks. He needs time to get away from the kids.
Grab your teacher's ass challenge that happened. So that was some sexual assaults that ended up happening.
I'm sorry, what?
Grab your grow up your teacher challenge that ended happening.
What? Even if it's a dude? All right.
It's
hey,
TikTok is
sexual assault,
not to mention. So on top of that, not to mention the fact that like
at least they're neutral.
Not to mention the fact that like I've been on a whole tangent with a few of my coworkers, and I've been on this already. The reason I'm not downloaded it because like yeah, I'm sure if I download it, I enjoy it, I like it, I would never get off of that. But like the fucking dopamine rush it gives you from just swiping a video, like funny, that's
Even
funny.
do that on YouTube. The YouTube has the short things. I'm like, I'll watch some of these because the ones I actually watch are actually entertaining or funny because I always have just like Ricky on there.
Yeah,
Fucking
Ricky
Berwick. It was amazing. Like,
I'm so glad we got to talk to him that one time. It's so funny.
Yeah.
Just every time I see him, just blow up. We're like, hey, we had a Skype call with him randomly.
We talked to him for like an hour.
This is like what, like 10 years ago, I think it was. Maybe almost 11 years ago.
Yeah, it was like 7-8 years ago, like around there.
Oh no, yeah. We were saying he was like randomly joined, and then there was we're not gonna tell a story actually, but it's
we had a friend that knew him, and he brought him into the call.
And there was a whole backstory behind them. We're not gonna say it because it's not gonna be okay for the podcast, but it was funnier if you didn't know the context. But I've been on like so much things where literally if you lose a kid's fucking like attention, it phones out and they're on TikTok, and it's like it's like I've never been more disassociated with like
a human.
That and just like. You just realize how cancerous this is, and you're like, man, y'all are gonna fucking like be wildly like off your marker in about 10 years when you realize, oh, I spent a large portion of my life scrolling through these videos.
Well, that's like the weirdest part about TikTok is it really is like the amalgamation of every part of social media of what we come to. You know, the massive sharing aspect of like a Facebook, the video component of a YouTube, and the brevity of a Twitter.
And
mass consume everything.
And the algorithm to like, I swear that the thing that like I never downloaded because it was like, I don't know what it is, I don't really care. The thing that made me sure like, oh, I'm definitely not down with that because I know there's algorithms, right? Like we all know that they're just like Amazon's listening, they suggest you shit. It's like, all right, I'm too deep in, like, doesn't matter. Same YouTube, I'm okay with the algorithm, but it's like long form content where it's like, hey, here's this dude camping. You'll think this is cool. I'm like, cool. And 30 minutes later, and I was like, that was like a cool video. But on there, I swear, I was like talking to a friend, and she had just got broken up with, and like immediately TikTok was like, that dumbass fucking robot girl voice that I'm already sick of. I hate hearing it, but like. When your ex does this, or I'm like, it just always breakup. I'm like, it's so creepy. Like it's so invasive.
Well, that's why as soon as TikTok was originally being purported to be like disbanded or barred, and so many companies like, no, we'll buy that, is because genuinely TikTok has developed the best algorithm for a lot of that. There have been a lot of studies done where people have set up an account and genuinely within 5-10 minutes, the algorithm has perfected exactly the kind of content they want to see. And it's fucking wild. Fiance loves it, and that's the most interaction with the TikTok I have is she's on the craft and art side of it, so it's like, oh, cool. Someone
that seems like it might not be cringy though.
Look
at a cool little figure.
The last like 3 girls I've dated have been wildly obsessed with TikTok, where literally it's like
he doesn't need to say anymore after he said last 2 or 3 girls he's dated.
I'll tell. No, I'm not gonna tell a story. Never mind. I was gonna tell a story, but I'll tell it off air. But
I swear to God, he says that at least 5 times a fucking episode. I'm not gonna tell that story.
I'm not gonna tell a story.
No, I'm not gonna tell a story.
Now, when we have
Amazon driver lost,
when we're on Patreon, and we'll have to like, and you guys put enough money, we can both like behind the scenes episodes.
Where he talks shit about all of his exes.
And then when OnlyFans will really go into the dirty details.
Yeah, OnlyFans he can like and then just poo. It's like,
there you go.
Yeah. That'll be the episode name. It's like, what?
Fuck TikTok. Dude, just keep your challenges to yourself.
But great song though.
Yeah. David Secret says, "I'm a famous TikToker. OnlyFans coming soon."
Hell yeah. One day we'll figure out who David's secret account is.
Are you sure it's
not
yours?
It's me. It's me.
Never see your hands move.
I telepathically linked my brain to that Twitch account, and now I'm writing stuff as we're streaming this.
Hell yeah.
My hands. I'm that good.
Anyway, you like to take
that's all I've been playing.
Okay. All right. Gore.
Well, that's good because I haven't really played a lot. I only played a little bit more Halo Infinite. I actually forgot to mention last week I played a little bit of the new Big Brain Academy game. Pretty fun. Not great, but fun. It's a big
Do you feel smarter?
No, you're not allowed
bit.
to in America, actually.
Not allowed to feel smarter.
Is it because I'm
No.
white?
That's the reason why brain age train your brain in minutes a day is not allowed in America because it was false advertising.
Yeah, because it wasn't actually scientifically proven to enhance your brain capacity.
Well, what is in it?
Bye.
And he would like to play.
He would like to play with your brain. That's what he does. Anyway, Big Brain Academy though does not promise that. They turned it more into a party game this time, which is not a bad idea. It's fun. I think on Best Buy right now it's $15.
Mm-hmm.
So
I thought it was a price error at first.
Yeah, I'm assuming that ain't selling. But even though I think it was on the top 10 at one point on digital sales on.
It must have like really not sold though. Was that like a week?
Yeah, it came out the 3rd or some shit.
Shit.
So it's been a couple weeks.
Yikes.
Anyway, that game is fun. I played more Danganronpa 3. That game's good. Again, like I said, I played more Halo Infinite. That game good. That's really it. Though. Play a lot of stuff this week.
All right.
One day I'll go through the Danganronpa series.
I caught up with the Witcher. That's about it though. That's not game.
Ooh, wait. So have you watched season 2 already, or?
No.
Gotcha.
I did not watch season 1. So during the week. I watched season 1. Yeah, and it was all right. It was good.
I liked it.
Add back in chat says, Big Dave, can we expect OnlyFans on 200th episode?
You can expect that on
When
200
I
shirt
go to hell.
purchased.
Wait, what? I'm sorry. I talked over you.
When we've sold 200 shirts, then we can go ahead and have an OnlyFans.
Well, I'm really happy to tell you, we actually just sold 199 shirts right now. So, or however.
Buy our merch and we'll make an OnlyFans. The official Blue Rupees OnlyFans.
Hey guys, it's gonna be an OnlyFans video. I don't know what
Hey, welcome
what are you doing here? Did I just show my balls? Is that what they do? I don't know. It's OnlyFans just like, hey guys, here's my tits. What is it? I don't get it.
Sometimes you put up feet pics, that's all you got to do.
Oh, it's not videos, it's pictures?
It's
really
like
don't get me wrong. I look up perverted shit, but I don't know.
It's a like Tumblr style, or like even like I don't know, like it's like got videos and pictures.
Tell me it's like a Tumblr thing doesn't help me.
Long story short, it was originally meant for like music artists and other creatives to go ahead and get a
that's
source
what
of
I thought
income.
it was.
And then and then sex workers like, no, but we can make money here. And then, like Tumblr, they tried to kick everyone off that actually made them money and relevant. Right. And then, as soon as they realized that, they're like, "Oh that's shit,
98% of maybe
let's backtrack on that."
Yeah.
No, it's like it's a constant stream, but like if you want someone's Twitter profile, you just see all their posts. Yeah, it's like that, but they just
it's like a Twitter, but you have to pay for it. And,
yeah,
and there's feet pics. All right, that makes sense.
Yeah.
All right.
Shout outs.
I mean, I knew some of that, but I didn't exactly know how to structure of an OnlyFans. I knew people paid them to get dirty pictures, so
it's like you get.
Like I didn't understand how the structure of it was.
Yeah, so like their profile is like locked, and then afterwards is a Twitter stream, pretty much, where you can just see this random
it's good.
post.
I need to know this, so when I make mine, I will.
Yeah.
So for my band, obviously.
Yeah, you're gonna just make your exclusive. Month Gore is gonna be behind OnlyFans next year.
Yeah, OnlyFans. So it'll get literally no one. Nobody gives a shit. Nobody cares.
Yeah, can you imagine just locking your Month of Gore behind?
Yeah, me going.
Oh, reaction! Oh, your meme reactions on there. Oh, you'll make so much fucking money.
Snake dick.
I watched that. I actually went back to watch that yesterday.
Is that
the end?
You know what?
The fuck?
I don't want to spoil Spider-Man.
What happened? Snake did. I hear your brain just stopped your brain stopped the sentence. Your brain stopped whatever you're computing. Hold on, snake dick.
I want to go back to Spider-Man No Way Home real quick. I am a little upset of all the things that was in that movie. There was no snake dick, because I was promised that at the end of that short film, like they're gonna go and fight
the darkness,
patriarchy or whatever.
The darkness
with her snake dick that comes out of her vagina. I'm very confused.
I don't think I've laughed harder at any of your videos before. Just how the random absurdity of that, because I swear you were like, because you're already confused as to that was the ending.
Yeah,
like,
the teeth one was really fucked up.
The fuck, and you were about to like go off on it a bit, and then all of a sudden the videos pop up, and I think it's because you and my eyes like followed at the exact same time. Snake dick. I'm sorry. What?
That was great. That was probably my favorite one to watch that month. It was just a really, it's the most memorable one, I think, besides, I guess, the teeth one that was
Oh, fucking Lord.
the predecessor to Snake Dick to me, I guess. Teeth and Snake Dick.
Teeth and Snake Dicks. Whatever just involves the body in weird
Snake
thing.
Dick. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Anyway,
also, and meme reaction is going to be on OnlyFans. Sorry, guys, but you want to get your memes out? OnlyFans.
I'm going to cut them up into 10 different parts.
And every other frame for 100 frames will be just a single frame of a part of his ball sack.
Oh.
And if you go ahead and you freeze frame it every
have to compile it.
You'll be able to compile a picture of his full
Yeah, it's going to be like a jigsaw puzzle. You have to combine it all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then if you combine them all together, you can combine them all together into an NFT.
Yeah. And then you can do whatever that is.
Nuts.
Can we make our nudes NFT?
Non-fuckable tokens.
Hell yeah.
Could your dick pics be NFTs, dude? That'd be hilarious.
Yeah.
Let's go for
it. Yeah, we're gonna do it.
It's one of those episodes right now.
Also, shout out to that scumbag that's got like 170 3070s in a fucking farm just going ahead and mining.
I really hope. Remember what happened? Remember that dude that
I hope his farm burned.
Well, no. Remember that dude? No, remember wasn't it didn't someone buy like a bunch of PS5s, remember, and he posted it up on Twitter and the people found his house and broke into it?
Yeah, they found his house. Yeah.
So watch out, dude.
Yeah.
I'm sure the internet's gonna not be happy about that.
Yeah, he was killed shortly after.
Fucking idiot.
Rest in peace.
Fucking idiot.
Rest in peace to you. But they didn't even take the PS5. That was the weird part. They just didn't like his ass.
They took his life.
Everything else.
They actually buried him with the PS5. They just made a giant.
The show point. It's not about the PlayStation 5s. It's about the behavior.
Yeah, he's like a gaming vampire. He lives in a coffin of PS5s.
So you know, I like what this is a little bit on that topic though. Going back to a second.
Oh, more topics.
Where Gore, I like when you go back into the random old meme videos because you find out whatever the meme was back then, and we don't keep in touch with those. What's the one that fucking killed me? Was that one kid? Oh, I won't let you go.
Oh, yeah.
That fucking killed me. And it was the one that killed me the most. The very last one was fucking Michelangelo and fucking Batman.
Right, yeah.
Michelangelo. This is where my parents got shot. Oh.
I hope that's exactly what it said in the comic.
That one fucking killed me. All right. This week, so I played more Halo. I'm playing a lot more Halo. Kind of just dipping into the campaign. I'm trying not to like breeze through the campaign because I know it's gonna be a while.
No, me neither.
So
I'm doing like a lot of side stuff too.
I'm also just like taking my time. I'm not really exploring, but just taking my time. I go and buy. All right, cool. You see a group of people here, like kill them. That's fine. Playing a lot of the multiplayer still. The modes are back in. You got SWAT in there. Fiesta's in there, so a lot of the modes.
It's called what's it called now? Tactical
Slayer. Yeah, which threw me off because it was one of the challenges are fixed too. So now it's like play 2 games in Tactical Slayer, get 5,000 points in ranked or something. So you can go into like different modes and get your challenges that way now. But
which might actually be a little annoying now because that means you'll have to go to quick play if you want to get because before you just go to quick play and you'd be able to earn almost everything.
But the issue was
by playing. But now if you play Team Slayer, you're only going to earn for Team Slayer, even if
which sucks. But also it's again big team and like all right, play 2 stockpile games. I'm like motherfucker, like that's gonna happen. Yeah. But and then also on top of the XP bonuses they give you each day now, where it gives you like 400 and 300 and 200 and 100. I've been leveling up a lot faster now, which is nice. But
I haven't really played a lot, so I'm still at like I think 17 right now.
Yeah, I think I'm at like 38 now. So you're
I haven't played actually in like a couple weeks. Maybe.
The good thing to do is if you bought the season pass, just when the week starts, when all the new challenges come up and you get the day bonus, put the double XP up, so you just get through like 3 levels like immediately. Because you're getting everything doubled, and you knock out all the easy challenges. But I've been playing a lot of Halo. That's still fucking awesome. Multiplayer is incredible. Campaign awesome. I love the grapple shot. It's so good.
Grab shot is fantastic.
The only thing I don't care about is I wish I had the Elite controller now because the paddles have been good to swap between.
Oh yeah, I'm so used to the paddles now. I'm playing other games with the paddles now.
Yeah, swapping between the equipment with the D-pad is annoying as shit, especially during like a boss fight where you're having to like.
I just put another paddle for the controller, so now I have it for the grapple shot. So I'm just like, this is me playing the game. I'm not moving these fingers at all anymore. I'm just like,
it's so fun, dude. Like
do
it's
a little bit of this, you know.
It's just so fun to just ride around that thing, and then hijacking's so easy with that. It's like cool.
Yeah. So you don't need to do anything.
It's super fun because you get really aggressive too. Now you can get really aggressive. You just get right in their face, do that when your shield's down, turn around, grapple shot away, swing back, charge, and come right back at them. It's great.
Yep. Boss fights are fun too, even though they're kind of all the same. It's just like area guy, and sometimes they'll have like a weapon, like sometimes they'll have energy sword, sometimes they'll have a gravity hammer, sometimes
they're invisible.
Sometimes they're invisible. Oh, and have an energy sword.
Yeah.
But they're fun because they're like little like chaotic fights that are very focused, which I enjoy.
Yeah.
Besides it being like, look, there's 20 grunts. I'm like, yep. Fought grunts before,
dude, the grunts are fucking funny as shit.
Badass.
The grunts,
yeah, the grunts are really funny.
They're easily the best they've been in the franchise.
I had one that was really good, where he was like talking. I saved it. I think I need to delete some of my shit because now stuff isn't going up on Xbox Live anymore. But it tells me that. But he was talking shit about me. He was like, "Yeah, that's right, you run." And then I showed it back up. He's like, "Oh no!" So he just runs away.
They're easily the best they've been in the franchise in this game. There's like so much good stuff with them. One of the funny ones was whenever you hook onto a grunt, they're like, "I don't think this is how physics works," because you're flying at the grunt when that should not be happening. They talk shit. They talk about Craig a bit. Craig's getting shout outs. What was it? One of the propaganda towers. I just found out that the Master Chief's name is John. We're afraid of a guy named John.
Yeah. Have you seen the propaganda tower where the grunt is singing the song, the Halo theme?
No.
That one's really good.
Amazing.
It's really funny.
It's really good.
And it's cool because like the game, when you go into Legendary and you turn on the "I would have been your daddy" skull, it breaks the fourth wall just constantly. Like everything's just going off there, and you'll see brutes coming in and just talking shit about you. They'll come in and say, "Man, your aim really sucks," and just constantly just going in on you. It's really good, but they've been compiling a lot of funny stuff on the subreddit. I'm sure someone's gonna make a montage of a lot of it soon, but it's so good. So playing a lot more Halo, taking my time. I'll have that probably beat next week though. I think I'm probably just gonna go through it. I'm play a little bit of It Takes Two. We talked about that. I found my game right now that I'm playing. I'm playing SteamWorld Dig 1. Because I really want to play SteamWorld Dig 2, and I know that 2 has so much quality of life improvements. People say don't even bother with 1 if you play 2. So I'm going through 1. Nice little peaceful game. It's not really too complicated. Just chilling out, hanging out, digging away. But
yeah, you don't really need to play 1 from right here though.
No, you don't.
Not even like story wise.
No, but it's a game. It kills some time, and I'm not.
Played a little bit of SteamWorld Dig 2. It's pretty good.
Yeah, but I've been playing that. I was kind of figuring out what I want to do between all that, and yeah, I landed on SteamWorld Dig. I played a little bit of Framed again. Been doing that, and then I forget what else if I played something else, but yeah, that was mostly it. And Smash. I did Smash streams. All right, let's go to Dave. What'd you get?
Oh yeah. So going over, I'll start with the console I got. So I have had in my collection for a long time a Turbo Duo, PC Engine Turbo Duo, and I had it. It was region modded, had a bunch of other modifications done to it. But there's unfortunately no good means to get a lot of games running through like an ODE or a flash cart method. There are PC Engine flash carts, but they don't have complete game library support. The only way to get complete game library support is something through like a Terra Onion SSD module that they have, which only work with original line PC engines, whether it's the regular PC engine, the core graphics, the super graphics, etc. So I went ahead and I picked up just the console itself, but I got an original release PC Engine. Excited to have that in the collection because eventually I will be getting one of those Terra Onion modules, so that way I can have a perfect ODE option for playing the entire PC Engine library on.
I don't know what the fuck he's saying.
I
So
agree 100%.
long story short, the PC Engine was in the US. It was the Turbo Graphics, if that helps at all. But it was a 16-bit console that came out a little bit later than the SNES and Genesis. Uh, Most predominantly, it's popular for having a huge shmup library. Like there's like 100 plus just fucking shmups on the platform, and that's the vast majority of the games for it, is arcade shmups. There's some RPGs, some action games, some platformers. The Bonk series was predominantly made popular by the PC Engine slash TurboGrafx, but pretty much you get this console because you like shmups, and so that's why I have another variation of it in my collection. Then as for games, got this so I can have this complete in box again. Dynasty Warriors 8, happy to have that complete in box again.
Thank God.
Hell yeah. Then this I managed to get sealed for only, I think it was like $18, which was kind of nice. Persona 4 on PlayStation 2, nice and sealed as it shall stay. Then I got 2 things in from PlayAsia. I'm still waiting on like 6 other things from PlayAsia to come in, but the shipping has been a nightmare, especially with everything that's been going on. But I got Empire of Angels 4 limited edition for
Yeah.
PS4, and 88 Heroes on Vita limited edition.
Nice.
And these were on a combo sale on Amazon, so I figured, fuck it. I've heard good things about these games. I'll check them out eventually. But I got Root Double Extended Edition and Root Fill.
Root
And
Film.
that's all I got.
I got a couple hours in the roof film. It was
Yeah,
alright.
I wanted to play more of it. It just came out at a really weird time for me to want to play one of those games.
Yeah.
Fair.
I'm playing Danganronpa now, so that game can go fuck itself.
I didn't realize Danganronpa was like really popular with kids.
I wonder why.
It's all about teenagers with issues.
No, it's
and
because of the
dev
teddy bear.
games.
No, it's because teddy bear.
Yeah, it's huggable.
Monokuma. There.
All right, girl, what'd you play? Or get? What'd you get?
Is he done? I didn't hear him
Yeah,
say.
I'm done.
Oh, okay. Real quick, I got myself a new Master Chief figure. There he is.
Good shit.
There he is. You can pose. That's a pose.
Hell yeah.
You do this. You do splits. You ever see Master Chief do a split?
In my dreams.
Yeah, in the intro when he was getting swung the fuck around.
Yeah. There you go. You do that.
Hell yeah.
You do this. Anyway, I also got I got some more of my Samurai Jack Funko Pops. I got the Guardian. I got Ashi. And I got the High
Shit.
Priestess. Shut the fuck up. I got the High Priestess. Still waiting on one more. But whatever. I got most of them. Oh. So I saw this on Amazon. I was like, oh yeah, I remember this. This is kind of funny. Not Amazon, I'm sorry, eBay. I saw this on eBay and I was like, I kind of want this. So I bought it. It's the Fable limited edition bonus DVD. What the fuck just fell out of it?
The DVD.
I don't know. It has a really small DVD. So I got that. I don't know why. It was just cool. It's like $6. It's like it came with the game if you
May as
pre-ordered,
well.
I think. So I think it came with the game. I'm assuming game available September 2004. So maybe not. Maybe just pre-order and they give this to you. I don't know. Easily one of the most anticipated games of the year. IGN.com 3/18/2004. I don't know why they put the exact date in case you really need to know that. But and there's what's his name? Everyone's favorite NFT man.
Hell yeah.
Good on you, you fuck. And I finally acquired the first game in what's gonna be a new thing I start collecting in the future. I don't know when.
I know exactly what you're saying.
Dragon dildos.
Oh yeah, what? What is it gonna be?
Solved it.
Huh?
He said it.
Bad dragon dildos.
No, not dildos. I already have a giant collection. What the fuck? No, of course not. It's video game. This is a video game podcast.
Oh,
all right.
Bad dragon dildos based on video game characters.
No, I have a collection of those already. I got one shaped like
John Marston's.
Master Chief and John Marston. John Marston's bad dragon dildo. It's one of my favorite weapons.
The Doomslayer. It's just 2 feet thick.
It's the same. It's just the regular bag dragon dildo, except it has a helmet on it. No, I got my first N-Gage game.
Oh,
Pandemonium.
shit.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
And it's brand new, baby.
Ooh. Fuck. Good shit. How much did you pay for that, if you don't mind saying?
$14.
God
damn. Well, this is one of the lesser ones, so I wouldn't be.
Still, complete in box sealed. That's pretty good.
I hope it's complete in box. It's sealed, so that'd be a little weird. It'd be very weird. Anyway.
True.
I love when those people get fucked by those when you resell like Walmart game or something and you return it, but then you're like, the guy
that actually has the seal on it.
And then the asshole that that poor guy that buys it because the asshole like did that comes back and says, "Hey, I hope this game is this game," and everyone's like looking at you like, "Yeah, okay."
Right, I gotta pee real quick.
Yeah, okay. He's got pissed. All right, well, you know what? I'm gonna wait.
Gorb,
I didn't take a piss or a shit while I waited for him.
When why do people still leave before the post credits in Marvel movies?
They're uncultured.
At this point,
I just rant about this real quick. I don't give a fuck if they leave. Go. I don't fucking want you here. Go home. Okay, you have kids. Maybe you need to leave. You don't give a shit. Maybe you already read about it. Maybe this is the second time you saw it. Maybe, but I don't know. But one thing I want to rant about is that hey, if you're gonna go to a movie, that's great. And bring your family. That's cool. If you're gonna bring your little baby though,
oh my god, baby, no, fuck that.
Do it maybe for a movie nobody's fucking seeing and nobody's been waiting for months, and so you don't ruin the experience for them. Just saying. And also, if that's gonna happen, maybe take the baby out, or take the baby out.
I would have been pissed.
Yeah, I drowned it out, but it happened every like 15 minutes. I was like, all right, baby's crying. All right, stop.
And no one say shut the fuck your baby.
Shut the fuck up, your baby. Hey baby, shut up.
Hey, fuck you, baby.
Yeah, fuck you. It'd be like when Darkside Phil threatened that little girl on that VR stream thing.
No, he didn't threaten her.
No, yeah, he said no. That's right.
He said,
someone should give her. Someone should.
I said kindly. Would you please stop talking?
Yeah. Can you please? Someone like a parent should like discipline that girl or something. Like maybe smack her, and then whenever someone edits
the detractors always do that. Guys, stop the shit out of that girl.
Yeah, I would slap the shiznit out of her or something. I'm like, yeah, all right.
Smack that all on the floor.
Anyway, I'm glad you're back because I waited until you're back taking your piss. That was actually a quick piss. You know what? Quick piss.
Before back in the early days, Dave would be gone for like half an hour. And you come back with like a bowl of Cheerios.
Before I have to run all the way downstairs. So now
and you come back with a bowl of Cheerios.
Yeah, you come back, which I'm like, you said you're gonna take a piss, and then you came back with like a snack with some liquid in it. So I'm like, immediately my brain's like, that's weird.
He just pissed in his. Who pissed in your Cheerios?
He pissed in his Cheerios.
Me. Anyway, this is actually probably the last thing I got for Black Friday, and it took this long to get it. Big Rumble Creed Champions Boxing.
I almost bought that.
Hell yeah.
I got it. I actually got these for a really good deal. Someone was just selling these for super cheap. And I was like, fuck it. $13 each. I got that Monopoly Madness pack.
Ooh.
Which I'm probably not gonna keep because I heard Monopoly Madness sucks. And the other one's just Monopoly. I heard the other thing's just Monopoly Plus, so I already have that. So I'll probably sell that. And this one I can't wait to play. I'm so excited. I'm probably gonna do a stream for this. Nerf Legends.
Nice. How much?
Very excited. IGN gave this a just a graceful score of a 2 out of 10.
How much do you get that for?
13 each. Someone's just selling them for super cheap. So
if I can grab one, I'll get that too. We'll play.
No, I don't want. Wait, Nerf Legends?
Yeah.
We'll be the only two playing. I heard the servers don't work, or it's either they don't work or nobody's playing. I'm not 100% sure.
50-50 on the day.
People can't tell if the servers don't work or just nobody's playing. I've seen a video where they're like, "Yeah, I think the servers are just busted because like literally can't find anybody." Well, but then people in the comments or whatever was like, "No, I just don't think anybody's playing, bro. They're gonna be playing this fucking game. More dead than that fucking Nickelodeon All Star game on Xbox." But
yeah, we still gotta play that too.
all right, and I got this. Amazon was for some reason had this as very good for pretty cheap. So I was like, all right, I'm gonna get it. I was gonna get it when it first came out, but I'm gonna get it
Was
now
it
for
very good?
sure. And that's the Xbox 20 anniversary
How much?
controller. I think $47 they had it for.
Oh shit, that's not bad at all.
And it's like it's brand new. I mean, the batteries are brand new in there
very
too.
good.
So very good. Yeah. Actually, it might have said good. No, I think it said very good. Actually, think about it, because I probably wouldn't have bought it if it's just said good. But yeah, I don't think whoever bought this didn't use it because I tried it. It works.
They might maybe they thought it was like an elite controller or something.
Yeah, maybe that might be it. But or they just maybe they got it and they're just like, you know
Fuck
what?
Halo.
I shouldn't be. Yeah, fuck. It's not a Halo controller, but
Fuck Xbox.
yeah, there you go. Yeah, fuck Xbox as I buy an Xbox controller. Maybe that's it. Maybe they bought it thinking it was a.
Maybe the mom thought it was a DualSense.
Maybe she thought it was something else. It does look sexy.
Also,
maybe she thought it was a dragon dildo.
Breaking news.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, maybe she thought it was a dragon dildo, and maybe she just needs to get her fucking eyes checked. But I hope she got her rocks off. All right, breaking news. What?
Shout out to Jay Johnston, who is the voice actor for Jimmy Pesto and Bob's Burgers, for being banned from voice acting in Bob's Burgers as he was part of the Capitol riots. Hell yeah.
That's not maybe those bizarre breaking news.
I don't even know what you just said.
You know, considering the weird tirades you take us on sometimes,
that's
I
true.
want to throw out there, just because that is a show that you fucking lower your camera.
Yeah, do it, pussy. I like he said, you do it, and then he did it himself. All right. Well, shout out to Bob's Burgers. Yeah, he did a.
I figured you guys would have enjoyed that show and thought that interesting.
I like Bob's Burgers.
I've never seen that show. I don't even know who Pesto. I don't even know who Pesto is.
He's the rival. He's the guy that's across the street. He's like the big asshole to Bob.
You would actually like Bob's Burgers, honestly, dude.
They should get Cleveland's voice actor, the white guy, to voice him now. There you go.
Bob's Burgers is great. I would
actually,
you know what?
When it first came out, and I gave it a try.
Who is voicing Cleveland now? I actually don't even know.
Oh.
Because they got rid of the guy that was voicing him for fucking like 20 years. Because they're like, wait, he's not black. Get him out of here.
I think I remember.
We know he's just a parody joke character. We're gonna be upset about this.
Yeah, I forgot who. I saw who they was, but I forgot who it was.
Martin or something.
Big Mouth handled that joke really well, though, because they did have a white woman playing Mipsy. I don't know if you guys have watched Big Mouth at all.
Yeah.
Every time I see Big Mouth, I'm just like, it looks like the most disgusting thing ever. I don't want to ever.
It really is, but it's got good moments here now. I like John Mulaney, so I watched it for that. But
I don't mean disgusting as in like, oh, it has like gross bodily humor. I mean the animation looks disgusting. I don't like it.
It does, yeah. It's not well.
I don't give a shit about this is a puberty demon. Like, oh, your hormones, your balls, or whatever. I don't care.
I mean, I will say 3 got way over the top with that shit to the point where it killed a lot of its humor for me for that. But that was actually kind of a funny thing where Mipsy is a mixed race character, and they have a whole episode where she's exploring a lot of her black heritage, and her older sister's like, go ahead, you can say the N-word. She's like, no, I can't. And they're like, no, you can say it. And they're kind of have a fourth wall break moment because the voice actress for her is white. She's like, no, I can't. And it's like, all right, that's kind of a funny way to handle it and just acknowledge the fact of what's going on here.
She can't say it while the cameras are on, but she does say it.
The two things I want Gore to react to the most, obviously BoJack Horseman, but the one that I think would be fun and is literally going to give Gore just like
Schindler's
a year.
List.
Yeah, there you go. Give Gore like a year of content is just react to all of King of the Hill. Just go through all of King of the Hill.
Sure.
King of the Hill is such a fucking awesome.
I've seen King of the Hill. I just haven't seen it.
That.
I didn't religiously watch King of the Hill, but I've seen it.
But just go back. You know, I mean, you're not gonna remember these episodes. Just go back and watch
Well,
it.
that's the weird thing is like it's gotten such a weird resurgence in fucking online communities. I remember watching it back in the day and thinking that was fine. All right, I get it. Whatever.
I fucking love
it. Suddenly now,
Yeah.
I swear, King of the Hill is legitimately everywhere, and people are praising it as a masterpiece. I'm like,
it is. Well, you're in the fucking like wrong area of the fucking country to like understand the jokes.
Yeah.
As personally as a lot of people here do.
Me from New York would totally understand King of the Hill humor.
No, I'm talking about David.
Yeah, I know, but you're making it sound like I would understand it.
No, you got people of culture. You get it.
No, I don't understand anything.
Yeah, you big city people, you'd get King of the Hill. Fuck it.
Yeah, of course.
I remember when I was over in Maine.
Hank Hill is the most big city character of all time.
When I was over in Maine, I looked for any other Mexicans out there. That was the one thing I was like, David, is there another one of me out here? And didn't find a single one.
That's racist. You're skipping all the perfectly fine white people to go for the Mexicans.
No, remember we found the Mexican food truck and it was white people.
Oh, that's right.
That's
yeah, I saw a Mexican food truck. I was like, oh, are these my people?
You should say, hey, this is racism.
Well, now we actually do have two fantastic Mexican families in Maine that have wonderful restaurants. You should come up again.
Yeah, I'll do it now.
Cuisine.
Right, let's see, David. If we booked a ticket for me to leave tomorrow, let's see how much it is. Let's see.
Is it gonna be more for you because you're Mexican? I don't understand this bit.
Because David wanted to fly me out there for like a week.
On having extra travel time because he's more likely to be stopped by the TSA. So.
Oh, okay.
No, David wanted me to go out to Maine.
Is that another restaurant?
David wanted me to go out to Maine to
the restaurant.
TSA. Sounds delicious.
He wanted me to go out to visit him because I'm on my couple week break now. But let's see. Let me see. Where am I going to? What's the closest airport to you?
Portland. It's the only port. That's the only airport near me.
It's the only Portland.
All right. Let's see.
No, that's the only airport that really comes in and out of Maine to most places is through Portland.
They only have one airport.
We have other airports, but the only
they also have only one road. They have one road. It's really long, obviously.
Honestly, most cities in Maine do only have like one major road and then a lot of other side roads. They got one gas
station.
That's how a lot of fucking of cities in between like Kansas and Oklahoma. Whenever I drive through there, it's a city or it's a city filled with like
station.
It's one gas station, one high school, and like one factory, and then you're done.
No, legit though. There is at some point. I mean, you know, obviously you guys will be coming down for the wedding whenever that happens in a couple of years or whatever it is. Don't shake your fucking head. But Adrian and I will come down there and drag you up to it. You're giving the best man.
Come get me, Adrian.
Listen,
hey David.
But no, there is one place I feel like, especially Adrian, I do want to take you to because I feel like you would appreciate it. There's a whole sunken city.
The graveyard.
Taco Bell. This is really great.
You're really great gourmet Mexican food.
Finally, you never had Mexican food unless you tried this local place called Taco Bell. It's really good. You can't even tell it's pencil shavings. It's that good.
We actually have like a sunken city here in Maine, which is really cool. And I feel like you're the kind of person that would dig
sunken city. Is that a video?
Yeah. Hey David, if you want to fly me out, you want me to leave tomorrow afternoon and stay until Christmas Eve, $904.
Holy fuck!
Wow, that's not bad.
That's a pretty good deal.
You sell your Duo whatever you just bought. There you go. You can have a little
cover the cost of it, but
you have a little Adrian time.
Yeah, there you go.
We'll plan something for like the summer because I do want to get all three of us together.
You can sleep on your dirty floor.
All right, look. We can if I leave on Sunday. Let's see. It's only $827.
Oh, it's only $827. So you can sit around in his room and talk about anime or fuck.
I mean, like this.
Those words. I'm sorry.
This conversation because like I have the money. I can easily do that. So honestly, like, did you actually want to come up? Because I could easily cover
I'm not
that
leaving
for you.
tomorrow afternoon to fucking Maine right now. You guys are in the middle of a blizzard. That's literally the most
Why not?
worst thing ever in my entire life.
Hey, take some risk. Come on, live life.
Yeah,
because that's where
because whatever the redhead said.
I don't care how I die, but I care where I die. If I die in fucking Maine, that's an issue.
Well, no, if it's a blizzard, well, I guess is the blizzard only in Maine right now? Because maybe it's in other places.
We're expecting like a foot, I think, starting tomorrow.
Okay, well, that's tomorrow though. Oh yeah, he's leaving tomorrow. Shit, yeah. By the way,
Coming into that nonsense.
Actual flights, like if you actually look like at least like a month in advance stuff, they're like $300. If you look
it's not bad.
Obviously, it's because you're booking it in the next day or two, and you're in the middle of a fucking holiday. So of course it's gonna be fucking.
Actually, do you get like a spring break?
I'm a teacher, David. I guess spring break.
No.
I'm checking. I don't.
Kids chill out.
I didn't even really do high school. It's been years since I've been in a school environment.
Yeah, you're really proving it right now.
Look, I didn't really do high school. No, look, I was in high school for all of a month, and then I was told by my guidance counselor, "Why the fuck are you showing up?" And I was like, "Oh, okay." And then I dropped out and just did night school.
Guidance counselor hates you.
No,
why the fuck did you show your fucking face here? You
the school system that I went to genuinely
showed him with
was
like a chain around his arm, fucking a knife.
Well, we'll talk about the summer.
Like a gang member.
Because I have to do at least one summer college class, and I'm taking another one off. So we'll talk about that in the summer sometime. But
all right, so summer, the three of us will be doing something.
I'm not
fucking. Shoutouts in the chat to David's secret account. How the fuck is my liver not failing from so many drinks? Look, I mean that's my secret. I'm always fucking drinking. So
that's my secret, Cap. My liver, I'm dying.
my liver, I'm dying.
My liver, I'm dying.
No, it's I'm only on beer 5. It's fine.
Yeah, we'll do a week in the summer. How about that?
Well, we're still not done with what I picked up, by the way.
Well, we'll crash at Gore's house next summer.
Yeah, you can sleep on my mostly clean floor.
Oh, just sleep on the sumo bag.
Yeah, my sumo chair.
I'll just crawl up into that cabinet and just call it good.
Oh, I can get my shield out there too.
Yeah, it's somewhere in here.
All right, what else you get, David? Not David. They already said. What else do you get, Gore?
All right, well, I have one last thing here. I got a lot of PSP games. Want to really shout out the guy that sent me this. He tried to do one of those things where like I bought it at first, and then said, "No, someone offered me more." And I'm like, "Okay." So I was like, "I'll offer you more because it would be a good deal either way." And I was like, "All right." And then he's like, the other guy offered me 50. I was like, all right, well, fuck it. I'm not paying 50. It would still be a good deal, but I was like, no. He's like, you know what? I'll do 40. I'm like, no, there's no other guy, right?
Yeah,
there was no other fucking guy. But still, 40 is a good deal for these. So I'm like, whatever, fuck it. Either way, he's getting fucked. I'm not. But you know what? Shout out to him. I don't even want to show you the PSP games because
quick shout out.
Yeah, quick shout out because he said, you know what? I'll even throw in some extra goodies. You know, I'll show the goodies.
This is the most bizarre deal. So you try to cancel out your deal. How much did you pay originally?
No, he did cancel the deal, and then and I was like, "What's happening?"
How much was it originally?
20.
He canceled out a deal, charged you 30 more, saying there was someone else there. Then said, "Okay, never mind, go back 10."
No, he didn't offer it. No, he didn't charge me 30 more. He said someone.
He was trying
he didn't charge me anything. Yeah, well, no.
I know.
I guess so, but he said the other guy.
I know what your logic is.
The other guy gave him 50. I said, oh, that sucks, whatever. And then he said, I'll give you it for 40 because I bought him on Mercari. He says he likes shipping through Mercari easier than eBay. The other place was eBay because I guess he posted this on eBay also. I looked up, by the way, the listing. I couldn't find it on eBay, so I was like, all right, he was lying most likely, but whatever. Either way, $40. I don't give a fuck. Continue? Did you want
No, it's just this guy tried to like upcharge you $30 because he realized, I gave away a bad deal, and then realized he got called out and said, oh shit, all right, let me go back $10 and throw you extra stuff.
Yeah. Well, the extra stuff is really just
I'm sure.
You know, I'll show you after the game.
Yeah.
All right. So first two things are movies, so they're not even fucking games. You got the Kill Bill 1 and 2.
Hell yeah.
This is the way they were intended to be seen. So
Kino.
Got Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep.
Hell yeah.
Not bad. Prince of Persia, The Rival Swords. Classic game. We'll never get another one of those, huh? This one I'm gonna keep. Final Fantasy 1.
Yes, that I think that version that alone goes for like $40, doesn't it?
It's like a 20, 25, 30, I think. Something around there. Mega Man Maverick Hunter X, which I already have, so I'm gonna get rid of that. I also have this already. Crisis Core, that's still like $25. So I could probably sell that in Final Fantasy if I want and get my money back. But the reason why I got it is because our favorite game, Adrian, calm down, okay? There's no but I got the 3rd birthday. So I didn't have it, so I wanted to get it. So there you go. And that's like a $50 game still. So that was worth it.
Yeah, that still goes for quite a bit, weirdly.
Yeah. And I really wanted my collection, even though it's not a great game. I just wanted
Got booty in it though.
But fuck all these games. Get them out of here. I want to show you the extra thing he sent me. He's like, hey, you know, maybe I should read the message because I thought it was really funny and very like weird the way he worded it. Like he was doing me like a solid favor or some shit, even though he just fucked around and jerked me around for fucking like
jerked
a
you
whole
off
day.
for a little bit.
Yeah, well, that would have been okay.
That was the bonus.
Yeah. All right. So he said, "Oh no, I'm not gonna be able to see it anymore because it was because he canceled my order." And after a little bit of time on my car, you can't see that message thread anymore after an order gets canceled or completed. I'm not going to be able to see it. He pretty much just said, hey, I'm going to throw you in some stickers. I was like, all right, thanks. So he sent me some stickers. It even says, here, I'll cover his name. But it says, maybe I shouldn't show this.
No, don't, yeah.
It says Merry Christmas. All right. So
people are so bizarre to me sometimes.
I guess I should tell you this. He said they're going to be anime stickers. I was like,
oh, you got some big floppy anime titties?
So I was like, oh, that's cool. I like.
He knew. Well, he saw you like. He saw you by the 3rd
Demon
birthday.
Slayer. Yeah. Well, there's a lot of other things here that aren't anime. Kill Bill is not anime.
No, but I'm saying he knew you were. You knew you wanted.
Yeah, I wanted the 3rd birthday, but yeah. So like, I thought maybe Demon Slayer, My Hero, but the first, literally, I took it came in this little like piece of shit fucking whatever. He just wrapped around to protect them, I guess. Immediately I opened it and I saw this right here. And
you put that in your Angel sweater I got you.
Yeah, I can put that. There you go.
Oh, can you fin that now?
got some feet.
Oh, whoa.
Oh, yeah.
No, don't worry. She's clothed. Well, this one, I don't know.
Wait. Hold on.
I think I can show this.
Let me turn.
No, they're not nude.
All right, your screen's turned off.
Okay, they're very.
Yeah.
There you go.
All right, leave it there. Yeah, that's fine. Here you go. Gore's back. All right. You can go ahead.
These are plump too. This one.
Plump. Hold it, Gore. Hold it up, and I'll tell you if it's good. Then I'll click your camera back on. So you're off again.
All right. Well, this one. I didn't realize this was what that said. Right there.
What is it?
Punishment.
Yeah, we're gonna not show that one.
Punish me, Daddy. Well, I think she's having a good time. I don't know what's happening, but
there you go. The camera. You guys can see that now. All right. So
there you go.
New Japanese word for the audience: shibari is the art of rope bondage. For anyone that was curious,
I really want to know. Anyway, this one you might not want to show.
Yeah, I got your camera off, so I'll clear it.
This one's sus. Here you go.
Oh no, just symmetrical docking between friends. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, I'm not gonna show that.
Yeah. So thank you. I appreciate it jerking me around, but you gave me
gave him a jerk though.
to jerk around. So the feet one is the one that really weirds me out. Because
agree, feet are disgusting.
Yeah, get the fuck even cartoon.
You should wipe those games down.
Feet, but it's disgusting. Get out of here with that.
You should wipe those games down.
No, it's fine. I trust them. Yeah, I will read the message here. It says, "Merry Xmas, lewd stickers." There you go. He knew at least. I don't know why he thought like just because I wanted 3rd birthday, I would want lewd stickers.
Why not?
I mean, Kill Bill.
Well, like action
maybe assumed if you like Kill Bill, you're probably a fucking weeb.
I don't. Have you seen Kill Bill?
Yeah. I also know there's a huge problem between Kill Bill fans and weebs.
Yeah, that's my favorite part in Kill Bill is when the bride has her feet bondaged or whatever. It's one of my favorite scenes.
By the way, I back in the chat said, hell yeah, Summer podcast with all the folks in Maine.
I was already off, but I'm way off now.
Let's go down to Gore's and do it either way.
You're taking me
One
to
day,
that.
all three of
Get
us.
on
You're
my
taking me
house.
to that Mexican restaurant, right?
Taco Bell?
Yeah.
Okay.
Taco Bell.
Take me to Taco Bell. I'll fucking kill you. I'll kill you to sleep.
Yummy oatmeal or whatever.
I'll kill you right in that fucking spot right there, and I'll leave your body there for the next
I'll
episode.
kill you. Yeah, I'll turn you into taco.
No, it's generally a place I go to because they have amazing mole, but I don't want to.
Weren't we supposed to go to like the bar right there, and then we just not do that? Or did we do that? I forget if we did or not. I don't think we did. There was some bar that was like right around the corner.
Things I wanted to do, but there were
time.
circumstances to why I didn't want to travel too far from the house.
Yeah. Kidnapping.
Oh, okay. I thought there was a bar like right around the corner there. I forgot if we went to or not. There was one you wanted me to go to.
Again, there's a lot of things we were thinking of doing, but that was during a time where I didn't trust leaving too far from the house.
Oh, the assassin. That's right. I forgot about that.
Yeah. All right. Fair
Asian
enough.
will eventually piece together the details, and then he'll understand why.
Yeah, if you keep mentioning, I think anybody will be able to piece it together.
No, Adrian and I have talked a lot about a lot of weird shit that
I'm trying to, anyway, whatever. All right. Anything else you get?
A Moida. No, that was it. I said it was
All right. Let's see. Got a couple things.
Oh yeah. What'd you get?
So I thought this was actually a sweet thing that happened. So one of my students likes to hang out a lot. Likes to hang out in my classroom. Him and a bunch of the other boys will come in and just have lunch. We'll just talk about video games. So we talk about games a lot. He really wanted to get me something for my birthday. I was telling him, you don't have to give me anything. I was like, they were like, what do you want for birthday? I was like, I just want you guys all to pass. And they're like, no, really? I'm like, no, that's literally what I want.
That's all I ask
Just
of
like
you.
literally, it's like, what do you want for Christmas? Just, I want you all to pass. And then one of them says, we can't give you miracles, sir. And I'm like, all right, well, that's fair.
Real quick, I just kind of reminds me randomly of like the comedy button of during one of the episodes when Brian was doing Christmas with his mom, and she's just like, I got all I could ask for. None of my boys are in jail.
Yeah.
I thought you were gonna say he was doing crystal meth. For
I want to go back to old episodes like that. Those were good. But yeah. So he really wanted to give me something. I was telling him, really, you don't have to, but he did. And obviously, it's like, I'm not making fun of this at all. Obviously, I thought this was really cool. Obviously, like high school dude budget not gonna be that high, but he did go to GameStop, had some points, so he redeemed this, got this game, which obviously not a really highly received game, you'll see, but it's actually a game I was actually looking for because it's getting delisted. So I was actually gonna go grab this. So he actually got me, he got me Jump Force.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, that's cool. I was actually gonna I was looking to buy in that, so that was cool. Use your GameStop points to get your teacher something. I was like, that's pretty cool. I did.
Those are good kids.
Yeah, I did take advantage of that. Got the big brain.
Yeah, I got that big brain.
I thought we were all getting this, but I guess maybe I got mine first, or maybe you guys are getting it still. I got this fucking game, that Heaven's Machine game thing.
I got mine a couple of weeks ago.
You bought it a couple weeks
ago?
It
off. Yeah,
I
showed it off already.
Okay. I forgot if you were talking about that or not, but yeah, I grabbed that, and I think that's a cool idea. I'll grab those games for that. That's fine.
Because I brought up the fact again that I think it's bullshit to have a contract that's like, no, you can't ever sell this again physically through another platform ever. And I think it's like after 6 months they can put it on like itch.io and that's it. Like that to me feels like still such a shitty thing.
But for collectors, it's like hell yeah.
I find it scummy.
And then this one, go shout out to David. He's gonna help me afford this because I bought it preemptively. I told him I was like, because he's been trying to get me like a birthday or / Christmas gift, and I was like, I saw this at the game shop. Went in there and I was like, oh fuck, this is the last game I need to complete my collection, fully complete in box. I need this, huh?
Cubivore.
No, I fucking wish.
Oh.
I fucking wish.
Yeah, I don't know.
If I end up with like. If I end up with Go-Go Hypergrind, Cubivore, and Pokemon Box, I think I might just go for a complete GameCube collection at that point. I know there's a lot of games there, but I'm like, well, if I got the big ones.
Go-Go Hypergrind looks like a piece of shit.
Yeah, yeah, it definitely does. But
no. Cubivore is cool.
Cubivore, I'm sure. Yeah, Cubivore is definitely like the Cubivore is my current holy grail, just because it's a game that I would want to play.
Gotcha Force. That's another one that looks like a shit.
Yeah, the Gotcha Force and Go-Go Hypergrind are there because valuable. But I mean, Cubivore is a game I actually want to play, so that's like my holy grail right now. But anyway, I saw this last game in the collection. I've now completed my entire North American release of this franchise, complete inbox for every single game. Feels good. So I got Fire Emblem: The Sacred Stones. So I need to get myself one of these boxes for the other GBA one. But
yeah, shoot me an invoice when you get a chance so you don't forget about it.
For sure. But thank you, David. Shouts to you. So I got my entire Fire Emblem
Happy
collection.
birthday / Christmas.
Thank you. And
just keep an eye out on your mail. I presume your address hasn't changed at all, as your background hasn't changed at all.
Yeah.
I'll have some shit coming your way soon.
How soon? Because that address will be changing sometime in the next 2 months.
Chris's?
Oh, Chris's. Are you talking about me? He said keep an eye for
No, I said Chris's.
Nah, Chris is gonna be there forever.
No, Chris has to have Christmas.
Christmas.
It's in the name. Christmas. It's all about him.
Oh, he was talking about me. He wasn't talking about you.
Yeah, I already got his shit taken care of. Although, genuinely, if you want me to reserve that vinyl I sent you about, let me know.
Yeah, I'll look at that again. I didn't have time, but I just glanced at it really quick.
Yeah, because that's kind of one of those things that the local, because they apparently have secured a lot of rights. So if you want me to just kind of send you any updates about whenever I hear they have an exclusive vinyl like that,
yeah, let me know. Maybe we'll even visit there next time or two. I'm sure I'll spend some money there and look at that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I also like that Fire Emblem's like the whole franchise I got, and it's like I haven't finished a single Fire Emblem game, and I'm not even like the huge of a fan of the franchise. I'm sure I will be when I go through them, but
they're great games. Like it depends. It, of course, depends on which one. They're not all made equal, but Three Houses definitely made me want to revisit more of the franchise, and I just never did.
Yeah, well, they're all fucking long as shit too. But
yeah.
So Fire Emblem, I would have loved before this whole Metroid craze to have gone in and got the Metroid games, but that's not happening anymore. So. Whatever on that.
Like I have the ones I do before all this happened.
Yeah. So. Let's say something else on that too. Nah, whatever. All right. This is a cool update because I was worried because I did lose I mentioned I think a couple of podcasts ago that I did lose my Silent Hill 3 and 4 vinyl. I emailed Mondo like 3 weeks after it said delivered on there. I'm like, hey, this didn't get delivered, and then they didn't reply back for like weeks. So I forwarded another email like, hey, can I get an update on this just in case you guys seen this? And then they said they shipped me out replacements. So I'm like, all right,
all right.
I was surprised. I thought I was like, because that thing sold out immediately. So I'm like, I was expecting just a refund, but they offered
They probably have some
just in case there's
usually keep like a couple hundred or so for
just in case
restock.
Yeah, in case they're damaged or anything. But yeah, I was expecting a full refund on that, but they offered replacement. Like, oh yeah, I'll take a replacement for sure. So we'll see. Those come in. But yeah.
Okay.
Did I get anything else digitally? I think I downloaded a couple digital games.
I bought one game digitally. I actually forgot. I forgot what
that Dungeon Munchies game that looked decent. Apparently, it runs like ass on Switch, so don't buy it.
I wasn't gonna. Yeah.
It looked all right. I almost bought. I usually like to buy something off the Shadow Drop, but there wasn't that one game looked okay, but I haven't heard anything that board game thing.
Yeah.
Didn't really hear much about it though, so I didn't get that.
It was all games that already came out though, so if you want to just look up reviews for those games,
okay,
because they're all like little board games that they had out already.
Yeah,
supposedly.
I wasn't gonna get that Shovel Knight game.
Yeah, I've heard it's really good.
Yeah, but I ended up getting Final Fantasy 9 digitally.
Okay.
Because I looked up lists and I heard that 9 was the one that universally people are like, yeah, that one's a really, really good one to go for. I just don't know like shit about Final Fantasy.
I like what I played.
Which one's your favorite Final Fantasy? What's your top 3?
I'm not like a big Final Fantasy guy. I've only played like the. All right.
Which one? Which one? Isn't there one that David says he likes that you think is shit?
Probably 10. 10's shit.
Okay, he'll probably say that.
Yeah, he'll probably say 10. Or X.
The camera shakes when he takes a step, by the way.
Yeah, because he's fat. Anyway, got a big tub of shit. This fat fuck. Look how fat.
No, it's more that I want to know what this camera's hanging on.
Anyway, it's not a titanium bar. He's just that fat.
The camera shakes when you take a step, David. What is this camera hanging on?
The tippity edge of my monitor.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Because he told me to put my camera down so it's at a 45-degree angle, not really clinging that well to the side of my monitor.
Can you just move your webcam
monitor.
down? Like actually like tilt it down?
Well, no, because I was about to show you, but I can't show you.
I was like, what is he about to do? Besides, look like a fucking jackass.
The camera's got,
where'd the camera go?
That goes this way, and then a hinge that goes like this. So
Next
I
time,
have it
just say
literally hinged like this, sitting on the side of my second monitor.
You can just say no. Just say no. I can't do that. I
David-
would have accepted that answer.
David,
Yo.
tell us about Final Fantasy IX digitally on Switch. What are the top 3 Final Fantasies for you?
9 Tactics and
Tactics. I would definitely put Tactics up there.
Yeah, Tactics 100%.
Oh, mainline.
Yeah, just mainline, the numbered ones, I guess.
If we're just talking numbered, 9, 14, and then 4.
Okay. You wouldn't put 10 up there?
No, I don't like 10.
Okay. What's the one that...
I love 10 too, though. I love 10
That's
too.
10 too. There you go. I
genuinely-
only played like halfway through 10 too.
I was 8.
No, here's the thing. Like
I never played hit 8. So.
I just found 10-2 way too melodramatic, and 10-2 was just fun. It was just fun. It was bubbly. I love the sphere grid system.
Right.
Fantastic combat switching of jobs. It had a lot of depth to the combat, and I actually like Sphere Break. That was such a fun mini game. When it comes to 8 is I have a love-hate relationship with 8. 8 is a game that the first disc, phenomenal. The rest of it, hot garbage. But at the same time, if you want something that you can front load all of your grinding in, it's a great game to go through, because if you spend a good maybe 20 hours on disc 1, you could breeze through the rest of the game without any issue. Because of the junctioning system, all you got to do is just get a good junctioning setup, which if you spend enough time in the very beginning of the game, just grinding out points to level up your guardian forces, your summons basically, because in that game, the summons give you your equipable abilities. If you spend enough time just grinding and leveling those up early on, and especially with card modifications, you can basically get a setup that'll get you through the vast majority of the game. And then from there, just as you're progressing through, normally fill in any blanks you're missing. So it's a very, very easy game once you understand how to manipulate it. So it's worth going through, but it's not a great game. 100%, I'd say 9, phenomenal. Absolutely recommend going through 9. I feel like as a non-Final Fantasy fan, half of the charm is missing, because 9 was meant to be like a return to form for the franchise.
It was the last one for him, right? Is that what I was reading?
Kind of. It was like the swan song of like, it was the last of the PS1 era. It was the last of them kind of doing Final Fantasy as they had envisioned it. And it was a return to the more fantasy and kind of like steampunky elements.
Right.
Because 7 and 8 went very much more military sci-fi. So it was kind of that return to form in a lot of ways. And so many of the way that the characters are designed combat-wise are kind of tropes throughout the series that have been built up. But genuinely, the emotional weight of a lot of the story is fantastic. It does get frustrating at times, because it does a really clever thing where the story actually impacts your gameplay. There's a point later on, for instance, where one of your characters is just crippled with depression. Like, just straight up, they are basically barely functioning as a human being. And that also gets reflected in their gameplay, where if you use that character during that period of time, they're fucking useless. Like, they'll act every so often, but whenever you kind of need to rely on them for like spell casting or certain other things, they won't do their shit half the time.
Oh, remember how Gears of War is the opposite of that, Igor?
Yeah. Maria! No. Shit, yeah!
Fuck yeah!
Hell yeah! See, I kill that motherfucker! He didn't say that,
but no, so like there's a lot of elements to that where I feel like 9 actually, especially of the classic Final Fantasies does it best, where so much of the story is reflected into the gameplay. Like there's a character in the game that is very upbeat, he is the heart of the story in so many ways. And he also has a moment where he kind of goes through this kind of self-doubt. I mean, it's a very character-driven story in so many ways. And that also gets reflected in even his battle animations, where there's a certain point where he's going through some shit in the game. And normally he kind of has like a very proud, boisterous, like, I saved the day. And then he eventually kind of gets to a point where during his kind of downtime in the story, he even just like, he's kind of ripping onto a sword and he's kind of looking down sullenly. And he's like, I'm not proud of what I'm doing anymore. I don't like what's happening. And there's a lot of beauty of how they weave gameplay and story together that I feel like even to today is a very overlooked aspect, and it's just done so well here.
This is for 9.
Yes, 9,
right,
and
well,
9 that's the reason why 9 is my favorite.
Yeah, so I bought well 7 I already had. I bought 9 off the sale. They have 8 on sale for 10. Which I was reading. I didn't know if it was 9 or 10. That was the one that was people watched. I looked at a couple like top lists and it was 9. That everyone pretty much top at the top.
Yeah, everybody says 9 is. So a lot of people say 9 is better than 7.
Yeah.
9 is one of those games that the biggest complaint people have is the art style.
Yeah, it's a little too cartoony.
It went with a very chibi-ish kind of art style, so it was, for the time, not realistic, because, again, putting into perspective, in the 90s, you had FF7 with the blocky polygonal graphics, and then 8, which went really like, okay, we're going realistic.
Yeah,
and then
7 and 8, like, both of them were, like, they still look like humans, where whenever there was CG in 9, from what I played, like, everybody was like they look like a cartoon character.
Yeah,
like
very
that,
much so.
Villain character, the blue blob lady. Yeah, whatever.
It's like Queen Brainy.
Yeah.
But then
like something from like a Miyazaki movie.
They have 10 and 10-2 remaster for 25, which
those are good games.
But I feel like you can find the physical of those. Oh no, aren't the physicals really? Are they like what? No, it was download.
They're always on sale for 20.
There's a caveat though.
Yeah,
if you're talking about Switch,
yeah, it's a weird.
Get the English release physical.
Yeah, you only get one of the games on cart.
Get the Asian release if you want physical for that. The US releases do not have both games on disc.
Yeah, you have to download one, and you can still only use that with the cart.
10.2 is download,
yeah,
and then
10.2 is download only, and you still need the disc.
Even the cart only says 10 on it. Also.
Yeah, and then
if you get the Asian release, both of them come on cart.
Okay, and then
what
about
3 fingers when you
what about 12?
Yes, I do. 12 is a very.
Okay, that's on sale for. I mean, it's on sale for 25, but it's also on sale for 20 physical.
All right, I'll be right back.
Okay,
yeah. Here's the thing about 12. 12 is a very complicated game because the 12 that's out now is a different game than the 12 that was originally released.
Okay.
And both versions are a very love it and hate it kind of games. So when 12 originally released, it was very much like a pseudo MMO where you had a job board, you can level it up.
Oh, I'm not going to like this game.
Characters however you want.
Okay.
But the way that combat flows is like a pseudo MMO. The newer version of 12 that's out still has the same combat style, but they just added a strict job system on top of it and kind of rebalanced everything around that.
I feel like I'm not gonna like that though.
You won't like it.
Okay, so I'm not gonna
100%. The games that are worth, I would say, 100% playing for your perspective, I would recommend 9 100%.
I already bought it.
Genuinely my favorite. Second, I still recommend 100% playing through 7 original.
Yeah, I'm going to do that one day.
And then third, I know it's not on Switch, but genuinely go back because you can find it on like PS3 class or the PS1 classics on PSN and Vita and whatnot. Genuinely pick up Tactics. It's not like mainline in the sense of like it's not a number
I have it. I'm fairly confident I have it on Vita.
Okay, because 100% I'd recommend playing 9, play Tactics, and then play 7, and then from there, the original classics like 4 and 6 are genuinely phenomenal games, 100%. But I feel like for a more modern taste of gaming, because you didn't grow up playing a lot of RPGs, they can be a little bit harder to get into because of their simplicity in a lot of areas.
Well, I'm still eventually want to go through like the first Dragon Quest games and stuff like that. I heard 1 and 3 are the ones to go through. It's not 2.
Even as an RPG fan, going through older Dragon Quest games is a fucking.
I heard 1 is super easy to get through. Just go I heard 1 is like.
I mean, the first game's only 10 hours long.
Yeah. And then I have Grandia that I still want to play eventually.
Grandia is phenomenal. For those you want to play like the Saturn and then the PS2 version,
I have
play the re-releases.
Oh, well, I have those on Switch, and that's how it's gonna get played. Just because that's
gotcha.
That's the most convenient way.
They fucked up a lot of the animations in those re-releases.
Yeah. Yeah, I was like, I'm trying to dig through like what games I want to knock out because I definitely have some time at work to like knock out a couple like Switch games just very intermittently. But yeah, all right.
No, 100%. Like 9 can be done in like 30, technically 40-ish hours. 100%. If you're looking for an RPG to play from Final Fantasy, that really should be your starting point. 9 is genuinely my favorite in the series.
Well, I feel like I would go 7 then 9 because I feel like if I like 9 more, 7 I might as well just do.
That's fair because also especially then it'll give you more perspective on the 7 remake.
Yeah, that's mostly why.
There's also a lot of things I wanted to bitch about with 7 remake. I couldn't because you hadn't played 7. So.
Yeah, so eventually I'll get that. All right, let's do trivia.
Oh shit! Yeah, trivia.
Yep. Maybe it'll be a Final Fantasy trivia.
Hell yeah, let's go.
You fucking finally win one, you piece of shit.
Fuck you. Eat my ass.
No, me and cookies.
Oh shit. You fucking cookie monster.
All right, Santa.
Cookie core.
Hell yeah.
All right, trivia.
That's my Sesame Street character.
All right, after last week's brutal disproportionating of the scores, you know, we had all those scores, all those trivia points up for grabs, and it messed up the scores really well. So everything's back up for grabs.
Oh yeah.
First question.
We thought I did good, and I did not actually.
In Dark Souls, which infamous duo must be defeated in order for the player character to obtain the Lord Vessel?
I don't know.
Left and right cheat.
Okay, I'm gonna read it out one more time for the listeners out there.
I know they have a funny name. I think
I'm gonna read it out for one more for the listeners. These guys are not gonna get that, so I'll just read the answer.
It's like Earthbound and Jackhole or something like that.
In Dark Souls, which infamous duo must be defeated in order for the player character to obtain the Lord Vessel? And the
I played Demon Souls like 7 new game
Dark
pluses
Souls.
in, and then that's what I'm saying is like I played that a lot, and then I skipped all of the Dark Souls games until 3, and I played 5 hours of that with a friend. I never went back.
This close to making those irresponsible purchase where I cannot afford it, but I almost did do it anyway. Was that Elden Ring collector's edition went up yesterday, but the store was acting like shit and did not want to load anything. So I'm like, all right, whatever. This is God's plan of saying don't do this. So I just
got the regular collector's edition.
I want that fucking helmet to put somewhere on this fucking thing. It looked great up here, but
remind me after the podcast. I should honestly family plan you guys on Steam. Remind me after the podcast about that though.
Oh,
do they have helmets on Steam?
Well, no. Steam TLDR. Steam has what's called family plan.
Yeah, it's like the game sharing. Yeah,
put up to like 5 people. Yeah, and game share with you guys. So
me and somebody I knew had that. So
I have like almost 2K games on Steam. So
NBA 2K.
No.
2K what?
The answer to this question
games
was but which games?
A lot.
But which 2K games?
All of them.
2K21.
Yeah, but which? Yeah, 2K21. Whackity schmackity doo.
The answer to this question is Dragon Slayer Orstein and Executioner Smo.
Orstein and Smo. Because the only reason why I know that is because Easy Allies references them a lot, but I couldn't remember. I know it was like Urbanstein or some shit. It was
Gor's
had like a funny name.
Gor's gonna win this.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Kuro is the owl antagonist in which video game?
I don't know.
Kuro, Kuro. Kuro is the owl antagonist in which video game? I'm surprised. I thought you would for sure nail this one. All right.
Owl Boy?
I mean, are you guys making guesses? Is what we're doing?
Yeah, fuck it. It's Owl Boy. Why not?
Gore, you got a guess? You gonna copy that one too?
Is it Ori and the Will of the Wisp?
Ori and the Blind Forest.
I never finished Ori and the Blind Forest. So there's a owl. Technically, there's an evil owl. I couldn't remember his name in Ori and the Will of the Wisp. So.
All right. Shout out to David for this question. The Overwatch character D.Va is a professional gamer and world #1 in which other video game made by Blizzard Entertainment?
Really?
Just say it.
Wait, I'm not gonna read it. No, I'm even gonna say it. What the fuck?
StarCraft.
1 or 2?
2. It was 2.
All right.
Come on now. Like, why'd they even say Blizzard? You know it even if they didn't say it was another Blizzard game.
All right, we're just gonna read this for.
I mean, we're gonna play competitive Warcraft 3, Frozen Throne.
We're just gonna read this for the funsies.
She seems like a person that would play Warcraft.
We're gonna read this for funsies, even though we know it, but that's just for the listeners out there. Harvested from sea slugs, which genetic altering substance serves as a catalyst for a civil war in the 2007 game BioShock? Adam.
That's a goat son.
Yeah, well, I was letting the listeners out there
say
play.
Eve is a
game.
Yeah.
All right.
Walkman.
Shoshone National Forest is a setting for which 2016 video game?
Ollie Ollie.
Wait, say it again. I'm sorry.
Shoshone National Forest is a setting for which 2016 video game?
Yeah, right now.
Ollie Ollie. I got no fucking idea.
Yeah, Ollie Ollie.
Gore the Movie God, answer please. Firewatch is indeed correct.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. Best 2 out of 3?
I loading screen for that game once.
Mm-hmm. On the loading screen, it says what forest is, though, so you should have known.
All right. Now there's David at 27, Gort at 47.
All right.
Before we get to the news, David, here's with an ad.
All right, let me go ahead and pop this shit up. All right, we just screen that pop up. Number 3, that's where.
I thought he's always ready for this, by the way.
I am always ready, but I have 3 monitors, and I could have a 4th one if I really wanted to.
You have 3 monitors and still not ready? Wow.
Be ready. Don't you wish there was a pop culture review website that was ready for cinephiles, both professional and casual, at any given moment? Well, look no further than crprights.com. They're always fucking ready. I don't care if they're SpongeBob, Sandy, Patrick. They're always ready, Mr. Krabs. They can feel it. crprights.com has new content such as movie and TV reviews, film essays, bitching from Gore the Movie God, and more, released every week by writers such as Gore the Movie God, who crave movies like Gore the Movie God, and movie girlers that crave popcorn. CRPWrites.com is dedicated to Gore the Movie God and making sure that no one is wasting their time on Gore the Movie God or money where they should be. Gore the Movie God. After all, Gore the Movie God, you have to be able to buy your popcorn and eat it too, you poor fuck. CRPRights.com. Catch reviews on purpose since 2018. Gore the Movie God.
So just to you guys didn't know what was going on. When we do an ad read,
these reviews the whole time.
When we do an ad read now, it just all it shows is David's screen with the logo in the corner. So I mean, so the listeners out there missed it. Gore was pointing himself out, and then whenever he said "poor fuck," he pointed you guys out. Just letting you guys know. But I point this out because as David does an ad read with the logo in the corner, at back he says the IRL voice span option becomes a lot more attractive when David has an ad read.
Do I not entertain? That is what I'm here for.
No, you don't.
Here's the thing. Do you want like a boring, standard old read the fucking script as written, like a bitch,
or do you want one where he just keeps saying my name over and over again?
A fun one where it's different every time.
It's either boring or just say another person that's on the podcast name over and over again.
Look, here's the thing. You write, disclaimer, you write for copwrites.com. Am I not wrong?
No.
Exactly, I'm not wrong. So I am showing the fans and listeners, if you're in audio only, the listeners, that you write for this website. So if they want more,
how about last week where you said like a bunch of fucking I don't know, movie lovers, and then you said something like you said something really offensive last week, and I was really offended.
I say many offensive things. That's why I don't let anyone in my day job know what I do in my off hours. But it is one of those things that, like, at the end of the day, the listeners want to know where they can find more Gore the Movie God content. It's not your YouTube channel, but it's crpwrites.com.
Dude, why would you go there? This is read my Resident Evil
Raccoon
City review.
How'd your last coworkers find the podcast?
Yeah, what do you do on your off hours? You made it sound really sinister.
I mean, this is what I do in my off hours.
You still talk to your other coworkers?
This is only once a week.
I talk to some of them occasionally, mostly because they're like, "Hey, can I get help with finding a new job?" I'm like, "I can help you with that."
Hey, can I borrow your pen?
But no, I am very much, and I'll admit, like, not to go into another weird side tangent, but I'll fully admit, aside from like a few people, I'm very much a fair weather friend. I'm the kind of guy that I'll talk to people as long as it's convenient, and then after a while, as long as it's no longer convenient, I just don't care anymore.
Backstab you. Oh, okay.
No, it's not that I backstab people. I just don't fucking care. I'm just like,
I was talking about what I would do.
No, for me, it's 100% out of mind. Like, I love this podcast because, Adrian and I have been good friends for a very long time, but, like, genuinely, we didn't really talk much during certain periods of time because I didn't have a reason to talk to him. But I love this podcast. And honestly,
that's really fucked up, honestly.
It's true. I mean, even the people I consider, like, genuinely my best friends in life, I've seen one of them once in the past. I see one of them once a year. He lives 30 minutes from me, and I've seen him. I usually see him on average once a year.
It's getting really sad.
Back in the chat says, David, would you consider Gore a friend? All right, we're moving on.
I would consider Chris a friend because genuinely, like, I mean, we predominantly started talking because of the podcast, but like
now we're fucking.
Fucking.
Yeah.
Oh, we fucking.
Oh, you know who's the bottom?
So that means you haven't, Kevin.
The world's #1 power bottom. Let's be honest. But
so that means you haven't kept in touch with my twin over there.
Yes.
No, I haven't.
Fortunate.
When?
The worst wingman ever.
But no, it's one of those things that I've never been good about staying in touch with people. But at the end of the day, I mean, like, Chris has definitely become a very good friend. Chris is someone that I knew in passing in the past, but I feel like this podcast is definitely when you and I have really become to know each other. I think it's a fair statement.
To know each other.
This is
I don't like when he gets all schmaltzy.
This is on the topic of friends. Is I was Neo GameSpark was streaming. Shout out to Neo GameSpark.
Hell yeah, friend of the podcast.
He was streaming.
He's an enemy.
If I see him,
enemy of the podcast.
He actually got hyped because I jumped in there and he was like freaking out because I guess you jumped in his stream before that, and then Samuel jumped into the stream before that. And I asked the first thing I asked was, "Hey, Neo, we doing a legacy podcast?" And he's like, "Yo, you guys already showed up for that, so let's do it." But he goes after he said that he's like, "You know what I do though?" He says around Christmas every year, I'll pop on the Palatina's Army with the VG8 with Samuel reading that story at the beginning of the VG8 podcast, and I just listen to it and laugh. And I pulled that up there, and it's obscene. It's obscene. It's absurd as well, but
absurd. It's obscene.
Obscene. That's what we've evolved from.
But I mean, like, that's the thing. Like Jordan. Adrian and I went out for Jordan's wedding, but like, yes, Jordan Michael.
Jordan Michael. That's what I meant. Jordan Michael.
But no, like he's a good friend of ours. We were at his wedding, but like I honestly like aside from like a couple of things here and there, I haven't really talked to Jordan since the wedding, and
Jordan
that's just
B. Michael.
Jordan B. Michael.
David's secret account says,
B.
hope
Michael.
we become more than friends, Gore.
Hell yeah.
Shut
We
up,
are
go
buddies.
Stop stalking me.
Stop stalking me. Hey, go
Uh,
away.
you just
But
gave his
one
face
day
right there.
we'll have an all in-person episode of the podcast. It'll happen.
No.
Even if it's my wedding.
Restraining order.
Okay, but my wedding is the first instance we get. One day it'll happen. All three of us will be in a room recording a live session together.
I'm only going to your wedding if your old boss goes.
A main wedding. I guess we'll be going to Taco Bell.
I mean, I can try to convince my own boss to go. It's fine.
I just wanted someone to match my ADHD for a little bit in my life so I can feel normal for once.
Holy fuck. So, side tangent. If you're a newer listener,
side tangent in the side tangent.
Listen here.
We
gotta go deeper.
All these fucking tangents.
It's that Charlie Day picture with all the fucking
Yeah. It's like a zero escape game. What the fuck?
the flow chart. Yeah, we had to go back to the flow chart and redo the other side now.
One connects to the other. You have to finish this one to get to the next one.
And then we kill Gore and then go back.
And then I'm alive.
I worked at a place for like 6 months before I got to my current job. So my current job was like, hey, we'll pay you almost double what you're making. And I'm like, okay. But during my former boss went ahead and checked references, and I used Adrian as a reference. And she's like, oh, I think we'll get along just fine. Like, after talking with him, I feel like we have a very similar personality and we have a very similar style to how we handle life. And I'm like, oh, fuck, my boss is basically a female Adrian. And honestly, after...
why am I horny? And now he's his fiance. The end.
The end.
Not
But yeah, so
is that the end of the story? Is that it?
I mean, that's kind of where the joke comes from. Is Adrian, you're a joke.
Oh, the twin. Okay, I was confused earlier when he said twin, and no one answered my confusion. So I was like, all right, well, fuck it then.
Fuck inside jokes. Fuck this. I hate this.
I feel like you talked about that on the podcast.
Yeah, we talked about it a couple times on the podcast.
Like here and there. I try not to talk about the day job work. Like, it's one of those things that honestly, if you really want to do the work, you could figure out easily what I am in my day life. But
stripper.
Yeah, I
work at PTs.
You're gonna forget by the time your wedding is. So I could tell you this is maybe one of your gifts is gonna be I'm gonna dig out that angry call you had from one of your first jobs at customer service where someone argued with you for an hour.
Oh, shit. If you still have that, that'd be wonderful.
I'm gonna give the TLDR because if I let David tell, he's gonna go for like an hour. But there was
tangent, by the way.
There was a recording David had at one of his earliest customer service things where this dude was like on a radio show and he thought he had so much clout and was just yelling at David over something. David's like, "Yeah, I can't help you with that." And it went on for like a solid hour about that, and it was a whole recording about that, and it was really funny to hear. It was really funny to hear this guy just blow up at David.
We looked up the dude's website. It was just like a bunch of burning Korans in like a Windows 95 GIF image style.
Hell yeah.
Just the shittiest made website. But yeah, no, back in my tech support days, that was a wonderful call. Let's talk about some news. Yeah, nudes.
Oh yeah.
OnlyFans.
I forgot we were doing a podcast for a second.
Yeah. We're gonna have fun here. We're all friends here, regardless of what Chris says. I mean, he's gonna be giving the best man speech at my weddings.
You're force friendshipping me. I'm getting triggered.
That's fucked up, dude. Why would you do that?
Yeah, what the fuck? I'm gonna cancel you on Twitter.
MLB 21 is only $5 at GameStop. Oh, I'm buying that.
I have it in my cart. I'm
yeah, I'm buying the shit out of
that. No. It's $4.24. Get it right.
I'm gonna zoom.
Don't know what he just said. No idea.
Oh, you know.
Impersonation. Don't mind me. Soulless.
Are you soulless?
Yes.
Some days.
That makes sense.
Especially after he lost his soul. Literally.
It's
really sad.
I cry every time.
Quan Chi took it. Oh no, Shang Tsung.
Shang-Chi.
Yeah, Shang-Chi took it.
All right, time to buy
Aquafina
it.
was so
All
funny.
right, your first story today is
Aquafina is so funny. She's the
uh,
Amy Schumer of comedy.
is she?
Yeah.
Nice.
All right.
All right. The first story we got is Indie World happened.
Oh yeah, Indie World.
Indie World. Let's do this.
Indie World. Yeah, Indie World.
I think one of the weaker ones.
Yeah, it's still good.
Yeah, it still wasn't bad, but definitely one of the weaker ones. I'm
Yeah.
surprised you didn't know about. I'm jumping to the end, but we'll actually go through it again. But I'm surprised,
Mori,
yeah, I'm surprised you didn't know about that game.
Yeah, I don't watch fucking stupid ass YouTube channels like you. I only watch high class ones, so I didn't. Why would I know about it?
You didn't watch the Grim Reaper playthrough of Mario? What the fuck is wrong with you?
All right.
Sorry, I had to throw out a VTuber reference there. Don't mind me.
Jesus Christ.
Anyway, let's do
What
this
are you
rundown
talking
really
about?
quick.
What is wrong with you?
Everything.
God damn. Yeah, this reminds me of another thing. Side tangent. No, it doesn't. I don't do side tangents. I stick on the.
Front tangent, baby.
Yeah, I'm canon
Pumbaa.
plot. That's me. I'm on canon. I stick to the
Your
canon.
Nick
You guys go off on your little.
So speaking of canon, go back and watch my old series that I wrote with a buddy of mine, Dalton, called James Cannon, also known as Cannon Fodder. Great web fiction series that went fucking
Where the
nowhere.
fuck are they gonna read this?
Yeah, you're blowing Gore's mind
where,
right now.
Where the fuck you gonna? People gotta look up James Cannon and get literally anything else besides your stupid fanfic.
No, they actually would be able to find Cannon Fodder, which sadly a lot of those episodes are lost to time because Dalton decided to hide the channel.
All right, so they're not gonna be able to find it.
They can find through the eyes of time, but they can't find the main videos.
It's a video. So it's what is it? You reading fanfic?
No, this is like post-modern Slenderman. Like it's hard to explain, but
Postmodern Slenderman. Is that what you just said to me?
yeah.
Jesus. All right. So wait, is Cannon Man like Slenderman? I don't get it. Does he have a giant cannon on his head?
No, the whole point was. So long story short, we created Cannon Fodder because we wanted to do a web fiction horror series that wasn't Slenderman because Slenderman was so fucking overdone.
No, you're right. First time.
Fair enough. And we decided to go with James Cannon because of like James Cameron,
like
but
Nick
different.
Cannon.
No,
Nick Cameron. Yeah. Or like a cannon.
So we did that, and then we kept failing to get actors for it, so we ended up following it up. But he ended up getting successful anyways with a series called The West Records. So shout out to my buddy Dalton. He actually was with The West Records recognized by people like Nightmind and a lot of others for The West Records, which is genuinely really good. Highly recommend that. But
also,
good shit.
I think Gore, you would like to react to Nexpo. I think I mentioned that before, but
yeah,
I think that'd be a good time.
A fucking side tangent about that too.
Hell yeah! All right, Indie World.
Oh, Indie World, Sea of Stars was the first game we had. Also, by the way,
screaming.
Fuck you. That's why.
Screaming.
No,
God,
I'm French. It's what I
me.
do.
I don't even know what you're saying anymore.
I'm French. It's what we do. We're loud
You're
people.
not French.
Yes, I am.
No, your Twitter profile name is French. You're not French.
My last name is literally Wa.
No, it's not. It's Roy.
The
Roy
correct
boy.
pronunciation is literally Wa.
All right. Wah.
Wow.
Luigi. Anyways.
Correct pronunciation. But the correct pronunciation of my name is Hondosuin. Oh, Klasu.
Sea of Stars. Shout outs. You can still go ahead and order a physical collector's edition from not necessarily Kickstarter proper, but on their website. If you go to it, you can still order one. I'm glad I realized I looked into that a little bit because after watching the presentation for Sea of Stars, I went ahead and I fucking bought a pre-order for the physical edition because that game looks so fucking good.
It does.
Absolutely has the art style and aesthetic of a classic JRPG, has music being composed by a composer for Chrono Trigger and Chrono Cross, which is really cool to see. It's probably the team that made The Messenger, and so this is a prequel to The Messenger. 100% phenomenal fucking game. I can't wait to get my hands on that.
Fuck yeah. Looks
It
great.
looks
Hell
good.
yeah.
Yeah, it looks really good.
Yeah, I was gonna probably get it too. So the physical.
How much is the physical?
It's like $60.
60
$1 million. Well, yeah, of course, it's a collector's edition.
What's it have in it?
I don't know. Fucking the
Oh.
physical game.
Yeah, that's the collector's
I
edition.
mean, we gotta watch out. No, not every collector's has
Collector's
like a physical game in
edition.
it.
What's the collector's edition? It has the game.
Fair enough. It's a physical game, and I think you do get like digitals with the soundtrack and some.
Do I get a
shit.
plush like
No.
to the end
No,
or to
fuck
the end?
you.
No
To
plush.
the end.
No.
To the moon, you mean?
To the end.
To the
I'll
end.
love
Fuck
you
that.
to the moon and back.
All right, we
if
have
you dream.
was Alicia and the Oblivion of the Twin Goddesses.
Yeah, it looks like a little adventure game where you have like a robot guy that follows you around.
Yeah.
It's like a 2-player thing. It looked alright.
Yeah, this one didn't
Okay.
really get me on there. Also, I'm the thing I'm getting a little bored of in these directs or the indie worlds is you get the trailer of the overview with whatever narration, you get the developers talking about it, then you get these guys once again just telling you everything they just said. So you get like 3 different descriptions of each game, which is kind of overdone. Like, I don't mind developers talking because it's kind of quick, but I mean, like, Jesus, it's like a lot of repetition when it comes to these trailers.
Sure.
But yeah, so I wasn't really digging Alicia. I'm sure it looks fine, but wasn't really talking to me that day. Locomotive looked cool though.
Yeah, Locomotive looks pretty cool.
Yeah,
I like it. It's giving me Overboard vibes, which is another game I played recently.
and love that it's all voice acted.
Yes, that game is definitely a game I'm not really too keen on, but the fiance that's 100% up her alley. So it's something I imagine I'll end up going through at some point down the road. But I like the humor for it. It feels definitely like a very almost like what the fuck's her name? The one that writes the Poirot and
The porno?
Miss Marple.
Agatha Christie? No,
Yeah,
that's
Agatha Christie. It feels very Agatha
Le Poirot,
Christie.
yeah,
tone.
that's mustache. Man.
Yeah. 'Cause I do actually like the Poirot
When they gonna release the
miniseries.
The next movie, the Murder on the Orient Express, right? That's the same girl, right?
Yeah,
Um,
that is the Poirot because that is Poirot
yeah,
that's in that.
Poirot. Hercule Poirot.
Hercule Poirot.
Yeah, but that's French, right?
He's
You would
technically
know.
Belgian, but yes,
You're French. You're French. Your last name is pronounced. I don't know if you
Yes.
realize this, but your last name is pronounced Guau or Rau.
Wash.
Rui.
Goro.
Wash.
Whatever.
No, technically yes, Hercule Poirot. He's Belgian, not French.
Oh,
But
same thing.
Belgium is actually a country younger than America. Fun fact. But yeah, French, English, and German, I think, if I remember correctly, were like 3 predominant languages
I don't even know their
of
waffles.
Belgium. And
What?
anyways, next game.
I don't fucking care.
Next game we have is
The only reason why I brought that movie up was because Army Hammer's in it, and he's a cannibal. That's all I wanted to bring up.
It is a type
Allegedly.
of sodium powder you can buy on the shelves.
Yeah, but the person is supposedly a cannibal, which I still want to know if that's true. So I'm hoping we get more info on that. So look that up. That's interesting stuff. Army Hammer from the classic film The Social Network.
so
And Call Me by Your Name, which he was eating something, not human meat. Just well, I guess he was, but if you saw that movie,
nut.
Yeah, nut.
These nuts.
You don't ever buy no, I know you didn't buy it, Gore. But I don't know why I asked those Persona vinyls.
No, I didn't buy it. Fuck that. $400 can blow me.
I didn't just because I don't collect. I refuse to start the vinyl thing.
Yeah, because it's gonna
$400 for that collection. Go to hell. No way. If it was like $250, I would consider it. $400? No, hell
yeah.
no.
So I
no.
I already had 5, and then I had the Royal one, so that's fine.
What's his face from The Man from Uncle? Yeah, okay, I know who we're talking about now.
Army Hammer. I like Man from Uncle's the one.
I got the Persona 4 one.
Man from Uncle is a pretty good movie.
That was a fun movie. The only reason why that's immediately what I think of is that was one of the first double features the fiance and I did when we first started dating.
Yeah, he was in that guy. He was in that movie. He was eating a guy. Allegedly. I don't know. Anyway, look that up. Army Hammer cannibalism.
So
It's weird.
I was talking to David about this because all those Persona vinyls went up. I had 5 already. I had the Royal one already. I got 4. I have been eyeballing 3, and at that point, I would just probably want to buy 1 and 2 and just complete it with the slipcase.
Right.
But I could avoid 1 and 2 because $90 right now. I'm like, I can avoid that. 3 is like one I'm just eyeballing. It's too much money right now. These $100 each for these things. Now, granted, they're fucking like thick ass. Like you're getting a big ass package. But 3, I listened to the soundtrack. And I love the soundtrack of 3 too. All the it's just so good. But
what killed me was the fact that they still don't clarify on the packaging if it's the original 1 and 2 and 2 soundtracks, or if it's the remakes for PSP, because they are different soundtracks.
well, the thing too is that it's not the full one too. So like even like Persona 3,
Fair.
if you read Persona 3, it says like 4 LPs featuring P3's most popular music.
Fair.
So you're not gonna get everything. But I'm eyeballing 3 because I know the soundtrack for 3 also goes really hard, and I love that. It's also just so good. But,
4 is amazing.
Yeah, 4 I got 4. And I got 5. Obviously, I did all that. But like 3 is one I'm like,
like 5 is straight up like of the Persona sub series. 5 is my favorite. 5 and 5 Royal are my favorite soundtracks. Then 4 dancing specifically. Then 1. Then 4 regular.
So 3 nowhere.
3 would probably be like after the 2 duology. Like I like 3's soundtrack, but I don't feel like it's as poignant. Like that's the other thing is like half of what I enjoy for the music is the music itself, and half of what I enjoy the music of like what I think of like the scenes that associate with the songs. So
I just want Mass Destruction on vinyl, dude.
Yeah,
Mass Destruction on vinyl would be fun.
But see, that's why I'm glad I never got invited. Because like when the Silent Hill vinyls were coming out, that's the moment where I was so tempted, and I was like, "Oh, maybe."
No,
and I didn't let myself. So I'm like, "No, if I'm not gonna let myself do it for Silent Hill, I will not."
I always knew whenever I bought my first vinyl, I was like, I always avoided it for so long because I'm like, I know if I buy it, it's gonna be a fucking problem, and it is a problem.
Exactly.
And yeah, so like, I have all these really fucking. I have like a pretty nice vinyl collection right now. And 4 I had to get 4, and that one sold out right away on the first. Now they're all up, so you can still buy them all right now.
You won't get them until like way later, though, right?
Yeah, no,
you probably won't get them until 2023, I think.
Is there? Let me see. There's estimated date.
Pretty sure they said like the last wave was gonna be like fucking. You're gonna get them like probably. God damn.
Dude, I have the potter of a geriatric. Give me a break.
Yeah, no shit.
I am the man. I gotta pee so much in life.
Well, yeah.
I don't know why they say I am the walrus. Why not?
I am the walrus. I am the walrus.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I was hoping you remember that. Yeah, no, it says the first wave is at 7 a.m. Yeah, so Q3 2022. The second wave is just gonna ship at 2023. So I ain't getting that thing for a long, long time.
Yeah, but you got the second wave.
I got a second wave. Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine. I wish they wouldn't take the money out, but then I'm happy they do because I'm sure I'll forget about that.
Surprise,
and then, I know a $400 charge. What the fuck?
That's why I was worried. Well, that's why I almost bought that Elden Ring one because they would only charge you at shipping.
Yeah, so they did. Well, it's not the same place, but the Nier Replicant one did the same thing.
That with Square, yeah.
Yeah, so, Square only charged you like right when it shipped.
I'm gonna see how my money is in about a month. If they're still there, which they might be, because I mean, I'm surprised they're still there at all right now. And if Persona 4 didn't sell out right away, then I imagine Persona 3 is gonna sell out later after that. Maybe I'll grab them. We'll see. Anyway, you haven't played Coffee Talk yet, have you?
Nope. I have played the other game they made though.
What comes after?
Yeah, I talked about that on the podcast. It was a quick little game.
Yeah, would you play on?
It was on Switch.
I think I have that game.
Yeah, it's a little game. You're on a train.
Oh, yeah, I think I remember that. Yeah. So we're talking Afterlove now.
Yes. That looks really good.
Yeah, actually. I like the art style of it a lot.
I like the premise. Sounds sad. Oh, my old girlfriend died and she's in my head. Or whatever.
She's in my head.
Yo, get out. Be gone, thought.
I get it. It's a thought.
Wow, he looks really weird.
Here we go.
He looked really weird. He looked small. That was really strange.
David, you have any thoughts on After Love EP?
No.
Okay, didn't think so.
Yeah.
Next up is Dungeon Munchies.
Yeah,
Shadow
that's the
Drop.
game.
It looked all right. I was gonna look into how much it was,
good.
and then it was like it's like $16. I'm like, that's not bad. But then I looked up and it's very choppy on Switch right now, apparently. So
That sucks.
It looks like overall a fine game, but not anything that I'm like, I need to buy that.
That's pretty much the entirety of this.
Yeah, there was nothing that like
The only
really.
thing I wanted to buy immediately was that dinosaur, like park builder game.
Yeah.
That was in a montage. I was like, I
Um,
want that right now.
yeah. So Figment 2, which is right, because I think Figment was like one of those like really cheap like dollar games that shows up.
Yeah, they've always been like always like $1. Like
Yeah, and I'm
I
guessing
think it's $1 right now, actually.
Yeah, I'm guessing it just sold so well that now they got enough people to buy it so they can show off in one of these things.
Mhm.
It looks
I
good.
mean-
I'm not. I didn't even play the first one, but this one looks neat. But again, doesn't speak to me.
Yeah.
Let's play Oink Games. This
Yeah.
was interesting.
That was the most interesting thing they had there, I would say.
Yeah, and I heard these are like actual like tactile games, so that are really fun. So I'm gonna wait to see if there's stuff on there. If they're good, I would love for us all to grab this and play some online because I still liked the Clubhouse games. That was a lot of fun. We should stream we should stream some of those soon.
Yeah, sure.
David, any thoughts on Let's Play Oink Games?
Nope.
No.
Okay, just chime in when there's something because don't get mad at me when I skip you.
No, I'll
get mad.
The unfortunate part is the game that I put in there. Oh wait, no, we're going by the list I put in there anyways. No, Endling I do have some thoughts on.
All right, cool. We're talking about Endling right now.
Yeah. So Endling is a game that I am actually very intrigued by. It definitely gave me a lot of like Tokyo Jungle vibes with this game. It seems like it's going to be a very kind of survivally animal-based game. And just through some of the initial footage that we got, like it seems like it's almost like about raising your kind of fox family and trying to kind of pass on good traits to them and teaching them different ways to kind of help them survive in the wilderness. So I'm 100% down for. This looks really good to me.
It reminded me of Yoshi's game with Baby Mario. Like, no.
See, I was definitely getting more Tokyo Jungle vibes from the way that they were explaining the game.
It looked alright to me.
Die. No, look good. I like that. There's another game that's very similar to that, where you have to protect your cubs or your whatever. I forgot what animal you play. I almost want to say you play as a deer or something, and it's similar. I forgot what it's called.
What are you gonna do when they all die, though?
Cry, shit.
You lose.
All right,
Ollie cried so hard you shit. Ollie Ollie World, hell yeah! I always wanted to play Ollie Ollie 1 and 2.
Yeah, I never got through it, but it looks fun, but
it looks good.
Never really something.
They're going 3D now.
Hell
3D.
Yeah! All right, here you go, David. Games. River City Girls 2.
Oh yeah!
All right, I'm excited for that. I still haven't played the first one, but it's on my to-do list.
I played more. I played more of it than he did. I played a little bit.
True, but I do have the PS5 version that'll be arriving one day in life.
Eventually, one
that's
day.
when I'll end up playing it. But no, I love the River City games back on the NES, so I'm excited to go ahead and finally give these games a go. Yeah, I'm excited for this one. It looks good. Looks like they're evolving the combat. The art style is gorgeous. I am still always a sucker for good sprite work in games, and it looks fantastic.
Sprites. I like sprites. Nice. I don't like the Sprite soda though. Oh, I'm so glad that I haven't seen that fucking commercial this year. Wolf Sprite cranberry? No.
Here you go.
Cranberry is disgusting.
We got Parkasaurus.
Fuck off, LeBron.
It's fun.
Parkasaurus. Well, no, that this is the beginning of that montage. Yeah. So I don't know if you want to talk about everything.
Yeah, we're pretty much wrapping up. So yeah, why not?
Yeah, Parkasaurus look good. I'm excited for that actually.
Good. Don't Starve Together, which I also thought was on Switch already.
Yeah, that one surprised me it wasn't there already, but
Don't Starve Regular is on there.
Yeah.
Coming to Swatch now.
Swatch.
Chicory. Shout out Chicory. Chicory, a great game. So definitely, if you're into Zelda games like that, please go download that. It's a great game.
Is it actually?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's one of the highest rated games of last year.
Mhm.
Or this year, whatever. I'm already in the future.
Baby Storm.
Sounds great. I don't remember it.
That was a game where it's like almost like Overcooked with babies.
Oh, yeah, I'm done. Too many Overcooked style games.
Next one we have is
Look
Grime.
good. Grime. Oh yeah. I've seen that game before. It was on Steam for a little while. I've heard it's good, but it's coming to Switch. Switch. It looks good. It looks like very like 2D Dark Souls almost.
Right. I didn't know Don't Not made a Gerda of Flame in Winter.
I don't even know what that is.
That's it's like they're outside. It's like it almost like isometric in a way where you're looking above them and they're in a house. They're talking. There's
The game they showed on the Switch.
Yeah.
The Indie Direct. I don't remember.
Yep, it was right after this. Looks interesting.
Right.
Timeline.
Oh yeah, that game's out.
Yeah, how'd that one? Is it reviewed all right?
I don't remember
It
it.
looks okay. Again, nothing really. This might have been like the first time where like I mean, so also shouts behind the frame. I've been pimping that game out as because I saw that a lot during E3 and that looks awesome.
Yeah.
So
It's out. It's been out.
yeah, it's been on Steam, but for your Switch people,
Why would you want to play on Switch though? I feel like that's a game you should play on Steam.
Yeah, with the mouse. I mean, I guess it kind of makes sense with the.
Well, they might not have touch controls, you know.
Yeah.
You might not have first of all.
But yeah, check out.
Hey, Danganronpa doesn't have any touch controls. I'm still confused by
Really?
that. Yeah, the PS Vita games had touch controls, so I'm like, what the fuck? All right.
They just port the PS4 version.
I don't know.
Well, I guess it kind of makes sense because for Switch they do try to make sure that as many variations of Switch players can play the game.
I know, but why is there no option for touch? Well, all Switches have touch controls though.
Unless it's docked.
No,
Well,
but that shouldn't take away the option.
I'm not saying it should only be touch controls. I'm saying why isn't it?
Well, no, but that's what I'm saying is like they try to make sure that like the lowest common denominator of every way of playing the Swatch can be played.
Danganronpa is a point and click game. So there's not like mini games you have to use the touch controls with. I'm just saying it's point and click. So there's times where I'm just like, oh, I want to talk to this person, but then I have to drag a stupid ass cursor around, and I don't like it. That's all I'm saying. Also, there's times where I like touching the screen to make the dialogue continue because I'm like watching like this. So I'm like boop 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 boop. Now I have to hold the controls like this and then press.
Yeah, fucking.
I hold my Switch like this, and I'm like boop boop boop.
Yeah, it's so.
I'm holding like it's like a phone or whatever.
Okay.
Anyway, whatever. I can't do that with that game. I have to hold it like a fucking video game. I mean, it's not.
And then the last game was Amori.
Amori.
Which fantastic fucking thing I was not expecting.
Yeah, me too.
Silk Song?
Yeah, I know. This is the 80th time people were like, "Where's Silk Song?"
I thought it was happening.
Yeah, I bet you were. Yeah, everybody's gonna be like, "It's happening this time," and then when it does, they'll be like, "See, I told you." How about the last 25 times you said it was happening, you fuckers?
Oh no, genuinely, Amori is a very beautiful game.
Don't spoil it.
It looked dated to me.
But this is definitely probably the weakest indie world, honestly. I think.
No, let David talk. I shit all over him.
Oh.
No, I was just gonna say, Amori is a game I still need to finish at some point, but from what I played of it, it is genuinely a phenomenal.
Can't be that good.
Game. It's one that I started and I just never got around to finishing just because this was back when I still got distracted with other games along the way. That's why I'm glad for like Games Gone By to just also can genuinely just get me focused on finishing. Like it got me in the habit of like I play the game until it's done kind of thing.
I saw that first screen of it where it had the picnic thing. I thought it was Goose Game too. I saw a picnic and that's all I knew. I was like, "Oh, Goose Game."
Oh yeah, but isn't it like in a Pokemon style graphics almost?
I thought it was gonna be some dumb fucking meme.
It's kind of got like an RPG Maker aesthetic to it, with how the game is kind of designed.
I'm already forgetting what this thing looked like.
Looks like Goose
It's
Game.
Biomocat, so
Looks like Goose Game.
their
It's
work
like as
before.
a depressed goose.
Honk.
But anyways, genuinely,
Honk if you're
a fantastic game. Go play it if you haven't already.
How much is it?
Because
I
think
mean,
it's like
if it's that good.
$5-10 on Steam, something like that.
Oh, Steam sales should be happening soon, right?
The winter
happening
sale
now,
usually happens end of December.
End of
thought it
December?
happened-
That was like
Well,
during.
Epic Game Store is having their sale right now. I know.
Yeah, and they have a $10 coupon too. so go get
The
that.
winter sale usually is towards the end of December because winter doesn't officially start till my birthday. Keep in mind.
The 21st.
Yes.
That's your birthday.
Yes.
Oh, happy birthday.
I am the darkest day of the year.
Yeah, you know that was the day the world was
supposed to
right?
end. Yes.
Yeah. On your birthday.
Yes.
1912.
When's your birthday again, David?
12/21.
That motherfucker was not listening. What was it?
No, when's it again?
12/21.
221.
12/21.
The day Hitler was born.
Hell yeah.
Hitler, David, same person? Yes.
You tell me.
You tell me. And the answer is yes. Oh, you know what? I just realized David has the middle part missing from his mustache.
Sure.
He's like inverse Hitler.
I am inverse Hitler.
He's inverse.
Well, that was
hair everywhere else besides
that was
there.
Samuel when he was first trying to grow a fucking beard. Remember, he just could not grow his fucking
Sam
middle
being
part.
Hitler's not a surprise.
He couldn't. He literally couldn't grow his part.
Hide the guns.
I don't even let it grow out because it might grow out into Hitler mustache for me. So, like, it just like grows out and then just goes all the way in the middle. I'm like,
it physically does not really grow here at all for me. Like,
it's like a mutation.
David, you have the fuck you money to like do a transplant to like get some of these hairs. Just put it right there.
Well, because like I grow like this weird like fucking like pseudo chin patch down here. I got this
the Billy Ray Cyrus.
Yeah, I got the Billy Ray Cyrus. I grow these, and then the actual patch that should be up here grows down here.
Yeah, well, take a horse to the Old Town Road.
He's known for that.
And then I just got this pin strap that grows in here.
Yeah. Everybody.
That's why I never let it just grow into a beard, because it's just looks ugly as sin when it actually grows into like beard form, because then it's just from my neck straight down.
Well, that's I hated the fucking
straight up wizard.
I hated my facial hair. That shit like
I think I look gross without facial hair. Like honestly, I think I look gross baby face. Like,
well, no, I hate. I don't like baby face, but I like the regular usual thing I usually do.
Well, I mean, like right now, I think you look gross. You need that mustache back. Like
I look young.
You need more facial hair.
I look young. That's
it's just fucking disgusting.
Like I'm used to
actually. No, you just look wrong. Like that's.
Yeah. I like how I look wrong. That's how I looked when we talked for like the first 5 years of our lives. When we were
but now it looks wrong.
David, say something.
We're adults now. We're not children anymore.
When I shaved my students, they walked in and stared at me for like fucking 10 seconds. Like whoa.
Because they're wondering what child stole their fucking teacher's spot.
I told them I was at 21 Jump Street their ass. So I was like, watch out what you say out there because I'm just going to blend in and rat your ass.
I'm sure they got that right.
And they're like,
they're probably like, oh, yeah, the Jonah Hill movie.
Yeah.
That's right. and they probably don't even know it's based on a show.
And they're
watching that movie and they were like, why is Johnny Depp in it?
And they're like, that's messed up, man. You'd rat us out. I'm like, I don't have loyalty to you.
Isn't that Amber Heard's husband?
Yeah, there you go. No, I fucking
big Aquaman fans. So.
I like the way I usually have my facial hair. That's how I always keep it. But like growing my fucking facial hair for so long, that was fucking I hated it. That was gross. I literally did it for the meme picture, and I fucking hated every second of that. So disgusting.
Yeah, you look disgusting now. Grow your facial hair back.
Yeah,
I don't mind it. The more I look at it, I was like, I don't mind it, but I definitely like
it looks off.
Oh yeah, well, why do you think? Because
yeah, we get it. He's ugly, David. Leave him alone.
Because I looked the same way for like about the entirety of this podcast that we've on video.
Yeah, exactly. Grow it back. It's wrong.
I usually hate it right away. I don't mind it, but I definitely look not my age whatsoever, which is a blessing, I guess.
No, because like right now, you have that visage of like if we were to superimpose you into Dude, Where's My Car, it would look too perfect, and I don't like it.
To Dude, Where's
My Car?
That
makes sense.
I don't like Dude, Where's My Car either. Ashton Kutcher shit.
And then.
This is the day humor died.
Dude, so sweet. What does mine say?
Funny.
Peak comedy. Oh boy. But yeah.
Anything you quote from that movie, I just consider racism.
I'm reporting your ass to the CIA.
Yeah, you quoted "Dude, where's my car?"
Reporting you to the cyber authorities. Consequences will never be the same.
You dare quote "Dude, where's my car?"
Rest in peace to that guy and to that girl who's now an unfortunate drug addict.
Is she?
I have no
idea. Jesse Slaughter?
She's got a whole Kiwi
Jesse Slaughter
thread.
You remember her?
Sorry, what the fuck?
She's got like a 300-page long Kiwi Farms thread.
It's the actually what's it? What was the fucking quote? God damn it!
I'm coming home.
Consequences will never be the same.
Oh no! What? That was one, but there was another one that Gore's gonna know.
I am Iron Man.
I have backtraced your IP.
I backtraced it.
Yeah.
I found your you don't know who it is. It's that one dad that got really mad because people were picking on.
Oh, it's a guy.
Yeah, no. Jess Slaughter's like the 11-year-old girl that was like talking shit on the internet. She's like, "Fuck you guys," and doing
it's actually unfortunate. Yeah,
it's a genuine like unfortunate whole story. Like it's
because like after that, she also got groomed by Davey Vanity and was actually molested by a rock star.
Anyway, what's her next news story?
That and then dad. Oh yeah, you done goofed.
You done goofed.
Oh, that's where that quote goes.
Yeah, you done goofed. And then that dad was
I've been saying you done goofed. I feel like for my entire life.
That dad got so stressed out from everything.
He died of like a heart attack.
Yeah, dad got so stressed out from dealing with everything that he had died from a heart attack. And I think the mom died like shortly after that too.
Yeah,
it's like one of those stories where like, oh, that guy, what happened to that? But it's like oh no.
Yeah. And then she got molested by a rock star, and then she's been in and out of drug rehab since.
Anyway, Final Fantasy 14 has become too popular now.
Yeah. Good lord,
David, your favorite game is now too popular. What do you think about that?
I think it's actually the second time this has happened, which I think actually the last expansion was the last time this happened. But no, it's good for Square. I feel like it makes more sense now because I feel like this is a time where Square really should be upping their servers, but where we are in an instance of part shortages, especially for servers that try to host like thousands upon millions of people on them at a time, it's extremely hard to find those kind of Xenon level processors. So, it's really cool, but it's really sad to see. Just because from what I've been seeing, like I held off on buying the expansion just because I had a feeling this was going to happen. But even for they actually even refunded time back to people because for the last week and a half almost, people have just not been able to log in.
Yeah, I have a friend that was doing that. Yeah, a friend was like, "I'm trying to play." I'm like, "I didn't know this was happening." I'm like, "What do you mean?" He's like, "It's a long queue." I'm like, "What is it?" Yeah, I haven't been able to play for like 3 days now.
And it is legitimately queues of in the thousands, and so it's wild. Like I am on what like it's kind of like one of those things. Where it's like, well, on some level, you almost want to say, well, that's a good problem to have, I guess. But the other hand, it's like, no, that's shitty because like think of how many lost sales are happening because they just can't get the parts to even build up more servers to host all these people. Like they're more successful than they can keep up with. And on one hand, like that's cool again because like out of all the MMOs I've played over the years, because I've been playing MMOs since I was 14, so 16, almost 17 years now. I've been playing MMOs, and it's really only until now that I've heard of an MMO that just struggled this much to keep up with demand. Because even WoW at its peak, they were able to keep up with server demands. And granted, there was different times they didn't have part shortages and shit going on. But it makes me wonder, like, just really how massive. Because I don't think they even really report their global numbers to a really extreme scale, like Activision did with Blizzard. and WoW's heyday. But it's just wild how many people are playing 14, and rightfully so. Like 100%, I will double down. Like to me, Rhinok Online is an MMO I always hold dear in my heart because that was my first MMO addiction. But truly, 14 FF14, I feel like is one of the best MMOs I have ever played. And to see it grow, especially considering where it started to the point where the game on initial release was so shitty and so buggy, they're like, fuck it, have the game for free. Just fucking play the game. We'll fix it later, and when it's worth charging you money for, we'll charge you money for it. Tess is adorable. But it's one of those things that they put so much into that game, and it's really good to see just how much the game continues to just improve and be better and grow from it. Over the years, I've definitely had some concerns over the simplification of a lot of the game systems. I play healer predominantly in MMOs just because no one fucking plays healer. Same thing with tabletop gaming. No one wants to play a healer class. So fuck it. I'm just always the healer because no one ever wants to play it. So I'm like, fuck it. I'm always guaranteed to be able to play because no one wants to be that role. And the oversimplification of things has caused healers to honestly become kind of boring to play in 14, especially Scholar, which has like a little minion that they summon to also help with healing and does all kinds of little fun combos. They really oversimplified a lot of that. I I bet this is the best. If you've never played 14 before, this is the best time to come into it. 100%.
No,
Once
no,
you can
not.
actually buy the game.
Yeah.
Once you can buy the game
There you
again,
go.
it is the best time to come into it. But for someone that's been playing the game for a long time, like I have, it is kind of a weird juxtaposition of seeing where the game started to here, where story-wise and community-wise, it's phenomenal how much the game has grown. But actual like combat rotation-wise and dungeon-wise, it's gotten simpler. And you know, for better for worse, I don't like a simpler thing. Uh, but I feel like at the same time, because of how the worst thing, it's hard to kind of talk about a lot of this without talking about like MMOs in general. But MMOs suffer from crunch so much because you're always planning on like, okay, we're adding X more levels on top of what you can already do. And WoW never really corrected for that because WoW was always a game where, all right, you know, your max level originally was like 40, if I remember correctly. And then every expansion kept adding on 10 levels to the point where now it's like 130 is the max level. So from 1 to 130, you have a whole spreadsheet of skills and abilities you got to keep track of. Whereas 14 along the way tried to do a really good job of like crunching that down. Where it was like, okay, you know, from originally 1 to 60, you had a huge amount of abilities, and then they're like, so toning that down a little bit. You don't need all that. And they've done a really good job of reducing it down to the core of what the classes are, but a lot of the complexity has been left along the way. Because, like, for Scholar, for instance, Scholars have their primary damage through dots, damage over time abilities. And it used to be you'd go ahead, you'd ping a few enemies with dots, and then you had an ability that would spread it like a disease across other enemies. And they got rid of that functionality from them. So it became more of a matter of like you have to spend your time individually casting it, your dot on every single little enemy that comes along. And there's just a lot of things that just oversimplify the gameplay to where it's a little less fun in that regard, but still the raid mechanics are phenomenal. But all in all, I love 14. I've talked about 14 a lot throughout the years of the podcast. Genuinely, anytime these two are, when the servers are able to be played on again, want to play, seriously, legit, fucking tell me. I am down to play with you guys whenever you guys want to dive into 14.
Yeah, make it game's
I
gone by.
truly fucking
Yeah. Yeah, what part? The entirety of it?
Yeah, it's 1 year for the whole game.
Oh man, that'd be about 10 of his choices then for the next like 3 years
Exactly.
of games gone by.
Worth it though.
It's a long game.
It do be a long game, but genuinely also one of the only times I've cared about a story in an MMO because it is actually some of the best fucking writing in Final Fantasy, in
Yeah, I
honestly
know.
MMOs in general.
It has a 92
Phenomenal
right now on
story.
Metacritic. The new expansion.
Yeah, man, I still haven't even finished fucking Shadowbringer. I'll still need to finish it at some point, but it's also the fucking struggle of wanting to spend the time to get caught up through the story and then getting re-geared and ready for that, because that is the unfortunate thing. 14, at least, I will admit, last thing, and then we can continue on. 14, I feel like is also a little bit more forgiving because in WoW, if you want to go through like WoW or most other traditional MMOs, you're looking at pairing up of like large groups. You know, when you think of like story content, like, oh, we're going to go through a dungeon. Well, we need 12 people to do this dungeon, or we need 40 people to do this raid. Final Fantasy 14 is like, okay, you need 4 people to do most content in Final Fantasy 14, and then occasionally 8 people for a larger dungeon. And then the raids are like 20 people. So it does a really good job of like, you're even at like the largest content size, you're not dealing with a lot of people. It really keeps it micro scaled and really helps to make it so that way. Like if you're playing with a group of friends, it's very easy to just stay in your small friend group, which I appreciate. It's like an Overwatch kind of thing, where honestly, if you have like a small group of friends that play, you have a complete team to go through most of the content with, which I also really appreciate. And also even because I solo queued most of Final Fantasy 14, I also appreciate that because it is smaller groups that you're playing with. I found like it's a lot easier to just be like, okay, there's 2 DPS characters, there's a healer and a tank for most content. Well, I'm the healer, so I just have to trust that the tank knows what the fuck they're doing. So as long as I get along well with the tank, we have communication, the DPSs can, sit there sucking their thumbs and doing whatever. The tank and I can carry most things and we're golden. As long as the tank and I are on the same page, we're good to go. Whereas if you're playing, like a WoW and you're trying to go through the, 12 plus character content, well, if you have 5 people that are fucking off, don't know what they're doing, it's hard to progress through and really enjoy the game. But no, I've talked about 14 a lot over the years with this podcast. Phenomenal game. Once the servers are not congested, go play it.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Speaking of things that we should go play right now because they're at the peak of its popularity, Splinter Cell got announced as a remake.
Great segue. That's about as good as the announcement that Ubisoft was fucking doing it. Hey, guys, we Splinter Cell remake. It's coming.
100%. I guarantee they announced this because they got so much fucking backlash about the NFT bullshit.
Yeah,
They're like, no, we're also working on Splinter Cell remake, and we're sex perverts, but we're making Splinter Cell and it's going to be true to original. We promise.
I don't want a remake. I want a fucking new game.
Do you want a new game from Ubisoft?
Yeah, I want a new actual Splinter Cell game, not
saying.
Ghost Recon Splinter Cell. Like,
but like legit, do you even trust them with a remake? Chris, you and I are big Splinter Cell fans, but you especially have been very vocal.
Wait, say
Shout out to Prince of Persia with that remake.
But at least like it didn't look great, but at least it looked like Prince of Persia. It didn't look like Prince of Persia, but now you got a gun and you're going into the jungle. Like, what the fuck? This didn't look like that shit. Like it looked like Prince of Persia, just not a great remake. But this just this just sounds like it's gonna, like they said they're gonna keep it true to the original, but like,
do you trust them to do that?
No, of course not. The original was way more like restrictive too. So I don't think they're gonna do that. Like, because if you got caught, like it was like you got caught in Splinter Cell, you're fucked. The game would be over. Like right there, I already know they're not gonna do that because they're gonna make it for casual people. They do that for every one of their games. They make it casual as fuck. That's why Ghost Recon's not about strategy anymore. It's about just running and gunning. Same thing for fucking Far Cry. Not that Far Cry was ever strategy, but like you think a little bit more than you normally do for Far Cry now. Like Far Cry 6, I'm playing now, and it's just silly shit. It's like Just Cause. It's pretty much Just Cause now. And what's the other series they have? Far Cry, Ghost Recon. What's the other one
That's a
they
good deal.
I
milk
mean,
all the
any
time?
Tom Clancy.
Besides Assassin's Creed, what's the other one? I guess Rainbow Six. I guess Rainbow Six is like Rainbow Six was always way more strategic, and it still is technically, obviously.
I
But
mean, yeah,
there's
like
no single player thing in it. So
well, that's just it. Like, I don't like Siege, but yeah, it's got a lot of like, it's got a lot of strategic elements to it.
yeah,
It would be dumb to say it's not a strategic game. Like
no, but
that's
like
that is
older Rainbow Six games, like especially when it came to their campaigns, like you were actually commanding squads and like and
yes.
you were using them because if you didn't like work as a team, you get shot once or twice, you're dead, and you never pass. Like if you just run and gun, you're fucked. And
100%.
Rainbow Six Siege, I've seen plenty of people run and gun and still win. You know?
I almost made this a Games Gone By game, but when I decided on my theme, it made it make it so we can't do it. But one of these days, either for Games Gone By or just in general, I don't know if you guys, where you guys weren't predominantly PC gamers, I doubt you guys have, but 100% SWAT 4
Yeah.
still holds up to this day as a
Made by
phenomenal procedural SWAT style game of like that.
these guys,
Yes.
Bioshock guys.
And it is a phenomenal procedural game of like you go by the book, and I mean, you fuck up with a perp, at best you're limping across a fucking hospital trying to still deal with terrorists and then engaging with them. At worst, a couple shots, you're fucking dead and you're starting over.
Yeah.
Like there's still phenomenal procedural, just by the books, realistic fucking SWAT style game. Maybe one day we will play that for Games Gone By, or just in general. I'd still like to play that with you guys, because I feel like we'd have a lot of fun. But like that's the kind of game I miss. I miss that really good. Just that's why. I think I mentioned it before, just genuinely 100%, especially where I feel like you would enjoy these types of games. There's a game called Ready or Not, which is meant to be like a spiritual successor to SWAT 4, that I feel like when that game is fully released, you would 100% appreciate. Because it is meant to be that very procedural, realistic, like, all right, we're playing as a team, we're gonna go ahead and deal with these terrorists, and oh shit, we really didn't pay attention, now we're fucked kind of game.
Oh,
And
it's that's weird. It actually came out yesterday.
wait, what? Did that actually
No,
fucking
it
no?
actually came out today. It says release date December 17th, 2021.
No
Wait,
fucking way did Ready or Not finally come out of
Well, I think
alpha.
it's well, I don't know. It says release date, but it still says early access, so I don't know. But it says release date December 17th, 2021. I guess
Holy.
I guess the alpha wouldn't. I mean, early access isn't considered an alpha,
Because
right?
like even looking at their official website, beta is still
No,
to be determined.
on Steam, it does say like the early access date came out today. I say today, but it's technically yesterday for me and David, but whatever. It's
Yeah,
1 o'clock now.
fair enough. But holy, that's
That's weird. Because I was about to say that sounded familiar. It's not because of that fucking movie, right or not, but
Well, they
yeah.
posted this on the 11th, and they said, as you may be aware, we looked alongside Steam to secure more game keys for the supporter edition of Ready or Not, but we hit a roadblock. While unfortunate, we hope this will result in welcome news for many of you. We can no longer generate new Steam keys unless we also go live on Steam. And since we absolutely depend on pre-sale income to continue developing Ready or Not, we decided to go live on Steam Early Access by the end of 2021.
okay.
So,
I'll probably end up grabbing it.
Every review says it's SWAT 5.
Yeah. Like I've been following this game for like 3 years, because
it's out today, technically.
Yeah, technically. So I'll actually have to grab that.
20% off early access price at $49.99. So $40 right now on their website.
$40, yeah. Seems a little much, but
if you guys are genuinely interested, say the word and I'll grab all of us keys. I don't give a shit.
I don't know. I have to check if my computer can even run it.
You can run it.
SWAT 4, I can run it.
Okay,
I'm talking about this game.
I'll be honest with you.
No, you should be able to run this.
This game? Yeah, 100%. Probably. I was having. Oh, I forgot. That was the one thing I did play. I totally forgot to mention. I played the preview build for Sifu. Totally forgot to talk about that.
How'd you like
the kung
that?
fu game. That was pretty good. I liked it, but I was recording at the same time. But it was roughing my PC up. So, and that game
It
like
might
very
also just be
simplistic.
it's not optimized well. Because
Yeah, it's a preview.
fun fact, 7 was on the news, but 7 remake can't hit PC, and that is definitely not optimized for
But also,
PC.
you were also
Yeah.
streaming it, so it could have been taking a hit.
Yeah, I
on
was
you.
recording it too. Yeah. But yeah, no, I heard about 7.
I'm gonna be honest with you.
Store.
I was doing something else while you were saying that. So this game is a co-op shooter game.
It has 2 different modes, so it does have a competitive like siege style mode, but it was predominantly designed around like a co-op procedural, go through, destroy enemy terrorists kind of. So originally, long story short, the guys that ended up making Left 4 Dead, the guys that ended up making Left 4 Dead originally were working on a game series called SWAT.
Yeah, no, I heard a lot of that. I'm looking at gameplay wise. It looks good though.
Yeah.
Is it something that you're like?
I love the SWAT franchise. The SWAT franchise is one of my favorite PC franchises of all time.
I'm in.
All right, I will grab us all keys then. 100%.
You want to stream it?
Yeah, I'm fucking.
You want to stream tomorrow?
At some point. Yeah. If we're all down for it, I'm down.
We'll stream tomorrow. When the podcast goes up, go on my Twitch.
All right, I'm dropping $120 tonight. Let's go.
Or David, you could say fuck Gore and Adrian right now and get yourself a supporter edition.
I mean, I'll still probably get myself that anyways.
Yeah, you'll still get it.
You get listed in the game credits.
What credits? Isn't it just multiplayer game?
I think that technically you could play through it single player because even the original SWAT.
Oh, it's a story-based game. Okay.
And they get
there's 2 different modes. You can go through a story, and then the story can also be done co-op, or you could do like.
I thought it was just a Rainbow Six style game, except it took its strategy stuff more seriously. Like Rainbow Six Siege is what I mean.
Yes.
Only.
Yeah. Oh, gotcha. No. It's not just that. It's more like SWAT 4 original, where SWAT 4 was designed around there was the single player mode where you had a whole campaign, and then co-op added in extra people to it, and then there was also a versus mode, almost kind of like CS:GO.
SWAT 4 is on sale on GOG.com.
Oh, do you want that one
instead? Phenomenal
Gore?
Game as well.
What?
You want that instead?
What?
All right, so David and I will play Ready or Not. Gore will play SWAT 4.
I'll play SWAT 4. Yeah. Well, at least my game's complete. So.
I mean, to be fair though, in order to play SWAT 4 online, you do need something like Game Ranger to get around the GameSpy bullshit that was integrated into the game initially.
GameSpy, Jesus Christ.
Fine. Yeah. Whatever. I'll do it.
Oh Jesus Christ! Fuck! I just went to a random Ready or Not video. I looked at the first thing, and the 2 of the dudes are just like gunning down a dead body. Still
no, like it's 100% inspired by SWAT 4. This was meant to be a spiritual successor because like, even at SWAT 4, there was some like fucking crazy ass terrible shit. Like there's one mission where there's a cult. It's almost kind of like even before like what's the
while David's talking, the audios would be like slightly poppy, and then the screen would look weird because I was showing for like 1 second.
Okay.
As I was just, I pulled this up, and this is right here, right?
Yeah,
this is what I see.
Get down on the ground. Yeah, stop, roll, shoot.
No,
hands.
Are you dumb?
Dumb.
That's the fun of the SWAT franchise. It's like you can go
murder innocent people.
Yeah, like 100%. Like go in as lethal or non-lethal as you want. Like in SWAT 4, you could do like literally shooting beanbags from your shotgun.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of gameplay for SWAT 4.
All right, yeah, I'm in. I'll play.
I'm in for that.
And one of my favorite levels, I do genuinely recommend at some point you guys going and playing SWAT 4. Like one of my favorite levels is there's like this Scientology style cult that you have to go ahead and raid their compound, and there's all these like mass child graves that you have to go ahead and kind of crawl your way across. And
Sounds
there's
great.
There's all these cultists that'll come out, and you had to go ahead and fuck them up and deal with them. But then at the same time, there's also a mission where there's this serial rapist you have to find, but he's like hiding in his grandmother's house, and he's like this like 50-year-old dude that's just bald and crying and pathetic. But his grandma's like an absolute badass, and she'll take like 7 taser shots before she'll actually submit to being arrested.
That's supposed to be like realistic.
That's the most realistic thing I heard so far.
What is she, fucking Helen Mirren?
She's high on PCP.
Gore, do you know anything about the game Tarkov?
Yeah, Escape from Tarkov.
Yeah.
And they keep showing it at the fucking whenever Jeff Keighley does a thing. I'm surprised it wasn't at the Game Awards, honestly.
So
he's shown it like 2 or 3 times at like whatever random shit he does.
I guess I just zone out whenever that happens.
It looks really good. It looks like an open world like Rainbow Six style game.
Yeah,
it's very like tactical.
Yeah,
it's
so
not open world. I don't think it is open world.
No.
I think it's just a giant map.
It's like DayZ, if you imagine like that kind of thing.
Okay. I thought for some reason it was just a regular like competitive multiplayer
it's
game,
survival.
kind of like a PUBG
survival
kind of thing. And all right, I don't know.
So I have
I don't
a friend.
I don't know if my computer will be able to run that.
No, I have a friend at work who when he heard I liked games, so he first talked. The first thing he says, "You ever play Tarkov?" And I'm like, "No." He's like, "All right, well, that's all I supposed to play." But he's like, "I played other stuff too, so if you want to do that," I was like, "All right." I never really heard of Tarkov. I guess I zoned it out. And then I talked to my other friend at work who this is the opposite crew. Like they're all friends, but one side of them is like Call of Duty, which is the literal opposite of Tarkov. And they're talking about that, and they make fun of my other coworker because this coworker is like very cerebral. He's a very cerebral guy. Hey, you just tell, you get that vibe from him. But Tarkov is his relaxation game, which if you know anything like deep about that game, that is not a relaxation game. And he will very much talk you out of buying that game. He'll make sure. I was like, oh yeah, maybe I'll buy it. But he said, don't buy it. Go watch a video about it. You shouldn't buy it. It's like and he'll like talk down about that game. Like you'll hate that game for a solid like 2 months, and then something will click, and then you'll slowly start to like enjoy it, like the masochism of it, just like how much like how like methodical everything is, and how you hate if you miss a shot, you're dead. And everything you've done to survive that is done.
And that is like how SWAT 4 is. Like it is very much because you create your loadout for what you're going into, like a terrorist situation, to the point where like you're getting like door wedges and like wands that you can see under doors with, and
so
all kinds of other like high tech shit. And okay,
yeah. And so to add on that too is part of the reason why I think I'm sold on this game is one, it looks good, obviously, and I love our style of it. I need some game to train me on mouse and keyboard because I still fucking hate it.
Fair. Wild.
Fucking hate it. Well, right now technically controllers are.
Wait, can you play Ready or Not with a controller?
That's a good question. Let's take a look, because usually Steam will outright tell you if it has
it does.
controller support.
Hell yeah, going back. I love how right now, like Halo, you will do better on a controller than you will mouse keyboard right now, just because auto aim.
It doesn't say anything about
because they're designed for console in mind, though.
It doesn't say anything about controller support.
I think a lot of games right now are like that, just because they can't figure out the auto aim right now. So like a lot of pros are just going in with controllers and just fucking beating the shit out of PC players right now, which is.
Well, they could go fuck themselves.
Exactly. Next story.
Oh yeah.
Shout out Splinter Cell. Good luck.
Fuck you. Hope you go to hell.
That was so.
Unless it ends up being great, then all right.
I saw that.
But you know what's gonna happen? They're not gonna get Michael Ironside. He's too old now. So.
I saw that.
No, I'm saying it's Ubisoft. They're gonna fuck it up.
I saw that story and I immediately went to Gore's Twitter to see what his response was, and it was like, "Cool, thanks."
Yeah, great announcement, fucking idiots.
I'm very.
I guess it's better than when EA announced Skate 4.
I am very hyped right now.
Skate 4. I am so hyped. Thank you.
Next story is PS5.
Years of asking them to do it, and they announced on Twitter. Go fuck yourselves.
In response to them getting backlash.
Yeah, exactly. That's like when Kevin Spacey was like, I'm gay. So you're like, all right.
Thanks.
It's all right. No, you're still a piece of shit. What the fuck does that mean?
Now you're a gay piece of shit, I guess. All right, whatever.
Gay piece of shit.
Cool.
Great. Now you brought down.
Bring down a community with you.
Yeah, that's a really backfire.
Gay people like he's not one of us.
Fuck that guy, but don't actually.
I seen one woman once. I mean, I guess you could, but I look
suppose
down on you.
American Beauty is one of the worst aged films.
Yeah. Well, I guess you know what one really aged well is Seven now. He gets it.
All right, next story. So the PS5 is getting colorful faceplates.
Yeah, not surprising.
yeah.
I mean, they sued those guys to be like,
$100.
hey, cut that shit.
Well,
Yeah,
they
the pricing
sued-
is disgusting.
$100.
No, that was for the third party ones. So Sony sued them, made them take it down, and they undercut them afterwards.
Oh, how much?
$60.
Oh, 60. Okay. Well, what did I read? Oh, maybe it was 100 for both.
You can still get the other companies still able to do theirs because they changed the design up enough.
They did, but there's still more. So like I think they're like 80 or 90 or $100 for those.
Theirs is more because they also have like fans and other additional things into it to help with cooling.
Right.
So it's not just a faceplate. You're also getting a faceplate with LED lighting and
they had to spice it up a little bit because now they're like, all right, well, whoops.
I'm assuming you can get this custom, right? Too. Maybe?
Yeah.
You can put whatever you want in it.
Not whatever you want. They're still limited.
They're very basic right now.
But...
Right now they're kind of just basic in design. They have certain colors, but
it's like black, white, and a couple others.
Yeah,
that sucks. I was gonna get. Hold on. Let me get my sticker out. I was gonna get this on it, right there.
Hell yeah!
Yeah, do it.
Oh yeah, there you go. Focus. Full screen me. It looks like my head. Look.
Hell yeah!
Now when you move it, make that face. Yeah.
Same face.
That's
what I look like when
she's tongue out.
Have you guys?
She's having a.
Can you fit in that sweater now, Gore? You lost a lot of weight.
She's having a nice bath.
Gore, you lost a lot of weight since you got that sweater. Can you fit in it now?
I don't know. I have to find it first. So
give it to your cousin.
Yeah, he'll love it. He already knows I have it, so.
You wrap up for Christmas and give it.
So,
there you go. It's all dusty and
have you guys seen?
I can't take it off.
Have you guys seen people try to remove the faceplate on the PS5?
Yes.
No.
So when they ever try to do it, literally, there's not been a single person on YouTube that has not done it without scratching the shit out the inside of the fucking PS5. Because the way it's done so weird that no one's able to fucking do it. But whenever they do it, you'll see it's like almost like a crack. Like they have to like put pressure on, then it's like everyone's like, and then there's a giant scratch in the fucking bottom, and everyone's like, fuck. And they'll try it too. There's been people that tried multiple PS5s, like, all right, third time. There's the third PS5, then nope, every single one just fucking scratches. Now it's not gonna be one that you see, but you scratch the inside of it. But any colors look good. I like the blue one a lot, actually.
I like the black.
The black one.
That's what it should have been. Fucking.
I agree.
Honestly.
I agree, but
like everybody that complained about the design they'd still probably complain, but it would be lesser.
No,
the black just made it pop out way more.
I agree.
It looked like a piece of shit.
The blue one I like though. I don't know.
So it matched that controller, which also looked better. So.
Yeah, I agree. I always just liked blue designs. Remember when the Wii first got shown off? They had like 5 different.
Blue looked good too. I like my blue Xbox controller.
I want to go with like the vibe of like the colors I have in my room. Like the pink one kind of looked cool too, but like I like. Remember when the Wii first had the prototypes?
They make RGBs.
Yeah,
they should make an RGB controller.
Yeah,
they used to have those. Mad Cats used to have those.
Remember the fan controllers they had for the sweaty palms?
Rock Candy.
Yeah, Rock Candy.
Remember they had fans in your Xbox controllers that you would turn on because you got sweaty palms.
Yeah, that was one of my favorite Judgment Day / Reviews on the Run reviews where Tommy's just like, this controller blows you. That was the reason why I recommended it. So, like, all right.
But yeah, so I'll probably.
You won't hear that on IGN. I'll tell you that.
I'll probably get the blue one. I mean, I still feel kind of shitty about spending $60 on fucking faceplates for my goddamn PS5, but I don't know. I like the blue a lot. As I was gonna say, it reminds me of the old prototypes of the Wii. Remember when they got shown off for the Wii? There were like 5 different colors of it. Like we were like red and blue and green, like lime green. I remember when I first gonna get the Wii, I was like, I want that dumb lime green looking one, and then it just was white.
I like the controller colors for a lot of them, but the actual console color feel weirdly more flat as a color, so they don't look as good to me.
Really?
Fuck you.
Then. Yeah. Like if you pull them up, kind of in the pictures that they have, for some reason they just look more vibrant on like the purple. The purple is the initial one that kind of caught my eye because black, blue, and purple are my favorite colors. So the purple controller actually looks really slick, but the more matte look of the purple console looks kind of gross.
You know what?
I could see that.
You're gross. Did you say SWAT 4 you can't play on PC?
No, you can. It's just you
You
need
have to
to
do, like-
set up a roundabout way of playing online, like Game Ranger or something like that.
You can play single player though, fine though.
Yeah, you can play single player fine.
Okay.
And honestly, Game Ranger's not hard to set up. I could walk you guys through it. It's pretty simple.
I was thinking of buying it. It's $5 on. Well, actually, let me give it
Gold edition or regular?
gold edition. Why is that bad?
You can get it. 100% go for that. That's with the expansion built in.
On Steam?
Easy, fucking simple. No, GOG.
GOG.
Is it on Steam?
I think.
No, it's not on
No,
Steam.
it's not on Steam. No. Yeah, that's not on Steam.
All right, I'll buy that. If David's getting us the other game, I'll figure that's the payoff, and we'll fucking.
Yeah, we'll do tactical shit.
Hell yeah.
I'm pretty sure SWAT 4 I can run. So I think
You can't.
Yeah,
It's just fucking
100%.
chugging.
what the fuck?
This is
I
fucked
saw
up,
it
bro.
from 2005, so
What the fuck? My goddamn, my old computer can run this fucking game. I think. Alright, I'll buy that. I got SWAT 4.
I'm
IRL
excited.
What'd you get it
I
for?
have no idea. I love those games.
I got it for I got four for 4. 4 for 4. It's like a Burger King.
Hell yeah. You know what's funny
Wendy's is 4 for 4.
we've been saying hell yeah. And
Whatever.
I was on that VGA podcast. Even that one, I forget what. I think Gore and I were still responding to things with hell yeah, just randomly.
What game?
On the Politicians Ari podcast, whenever someone says something, and there's
hell
like
yeah, those are great.
It's
I
the-
still say just hell yeah random things like on Twitter or whatever. I put hell yeah in my title sometimes.
Hell yeah.
So, hell yeah.
That's been our vernacular for just over a
hell yeah.
decade. Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. Fuck, I forgot to sign in to my account.
Fuck
What
no.
bitch?
So I just bought the. Oh no, I'm signed in. Never mind. Because I got Ghost Runner. I remember Ghost Runner was free for like a day on GOG.
Yeah.
So
Gog.
we don't get SWAT 3.
SWAT 3? No, we don't get SWAT
3
3.
is fun, but it's an entirely different kind of game.
Okay, I'll get SWAT 4 then.
Yeah, because SWAT 4 is the gold standard, I've heard.
Yes,
Gold
100%.
edition.
SWAT 3 is more like a top-down, almost kind of like if you're playing The Sims as a SWAT procedural style game.
Like Hotline Miami, except with SWAT.
Yes.
There you go. Just got in my head.
Also, we mentioned it earlier. I want to mention it again. Make sure you go check out the Epic Game Store sale because there's also that $10 coupon.
Yeah.
So you can get Disco Elysium for like $8.
I bought it on the last one. It was like $11.
Yeah,
I'm waiting for a PS5 copy to come in still.
I downloaded it on PS5.
I figured that would be probably a good PC game, so I just bought it on there.
Also,
whip it out while I'm on the PC.
I figured I was
Like I
going to
usually
love
do.
it, so I was waiting for a physical. And so when I saw that I Am 8-Bit had the physical PS5, I'm like, all right, well, this is where I'm getting it.
Yeah.
And then also while I'm on there, Dusk, next year's one of the next year's games gone by, far away, so not to worry about it. But if you're looking to play that game sometime soon, $10.
Still,
you know
wait
what?
until the winter sale's in effect.
I got-
Winter
I got-
sale,
yeah.
you get dummy
I got
good
it.
deals.
I got it on Switch for limited run, so
Yeah, so did I.
probably
I
play
can't
it.
myself
wanna-
around getting that.
I want to compile
Yeah.
a long list like I did on Twitter. So check on Twitter on my pinned list right now. I made it my pinned tweet. I compiled every single upcoming Games Gone By game we got for season 3 with sale prices as of the Thanksgiving sale. So meaning that Steam, the winter sale should match that, if not go maybe even lower. But go check those out.
Usually the winter sales are the biggest sales of Steam.
Yeah, so go check those out if you're curious about any of the upcoming games we have. Also, I'm probably gonna find a place so we can. I don't know where to put it at, but I might make a list of every single Games Gone By game we've done, where to find it, and like price and maybe sales history price in case like if someone wants to like buy it, like check out the historical low of it.
Yeah.
So I'll probably end up doing that sometime if I get bored enough this break. All right, let me grab this game. All right, while we're doing that, yeah, faceplates, they're cool. I'll grab the blue one eventually.
Yeah, real cool, Sony. Fuck off.
Maybe you should save some of those for something you actually make. Dude, it's legitimately, it's legitimately like wild, like trying to even buy a PS5 right now. Every once in a while, I'll try to buy. Just like I was like, I have some friends that still look for one, so I was like, maybe I'll try to grab one. Now they're gone. Like if we didn't like look out this launch, we probably would be fighting for one still.
I mean, I lucked out getting my fucking Xbox the way I did too. So
yeah.
Oh, I forgot I had 13, the original, on here.
Yeah, classic. Looks better than the fucking remake. How'd that happen?
I'm really looking for Witcher 3 on Switch, but that's like one of those games that kind of holds value pretty well.
I would wait. Yeah, I would wait until the next gen version comes out at this point.
I really here's the thing. I've been on the.
You're not gonna play that. You're not gonna play that at school.
I've been on the flip side of everything now, where I just like
one mission will take you your entire break, maybe.
Well, I have like yeah, but I have the 30-minute lunch, which is fine. But I also have like
that's not the first way you should.
No, but I know, and I'm gonna wait because I have it on the way, so I'll get the next gen. But isn't there's no cross save, huh?
I don't. You shouldn't play it anyway, even if there was.
I heard the performance is really good, but I
don't care. That is not the way you should play that game.
It's not.
That's
but
that's like playing I don't know, give me a classic game. Classic.
BioShock.
Yeah, that's like playing BioShock on an N-Gage. Don't do it.
Hold on. Look, I can cross save Witcher 3 and PC on Switch and PC.
I don't fucking care. Do you? Are you not listening? Don't play Witcher 3 the first time ever.
It's on OLED.
I don't give a fuck how OLED the goddamn screen is.
An expensive PC. Fucking play it on PC like God intended.
I rather spend like $30 extra and get the Switch version, which is worse.
Buying the computer you have.
I could play it at school and not pay attention to the story because I'm there listening to fucking kids or whatever.
No, it's my break.
My club sandwich or whatever.
Why are you buying the computer you have?
No, but OLED
game. That's like no. That's a
better.
fucking PC.
No, but like the caves are really nice OLED. The blacks are inky black. Every time I hear that from Digital Foundry or whatever, the inky black. Those really deep blacks. It's just like yeah. Doom 3 deep blacks. Star black.
I can't bring my PC to school, David.
That too. Yeah, can you bring a laptop? Buy one.
Yeah, I have a laptop on there. There you go.
So then remote into your regular computer from the laptop and just play it that way.
Oh, Witcher 3 is still demanding, so I would recommend getting one that can handle it.
I did. Well, I was gonna say originally is I was gonna try to see if I can swap or trade someone for that animal.
Say Swayze.
Yeah, I was gonna try to trade someone that Animal Crossing copy for a Witcher copy.
Why was he playing the accordion?
You'll have to watch the end credits scene to find out. I don't want to spoil it.
Oh.
Yeah, the man that hasn't watched the fucking movie.
Even though he just spoiled the end credit scene anyway.
All right, anyway. Yeah, why is he doing that?
The end credit scene. The dumbass end credit scene. If it actually happened, people would have rioted in the fucking theater.
All right.
Yeah, that's why it's trending on Twitter.
Speaking of riots.
Couldn't play a fucking accordion.
Because he was playing the saxophone.
The final story, David. I don't know what this Wizard of the Coast thing is. I just put it in there for you.
Oh, that's a Magic the Gathering.
Yeah. Well, Magic the Gathering, Dungeons and Dragons, etc.
Yeah,
Dungeons and Dragons is why we're talking about it. I want to talk about the story just because. I
like to waste time.
No, we don't like Dungeons and Dragons is this thing that is pertinent to gaming, video games because we have things like
had a really shitty game come out this year.
Yeah, it did, unfortunately. But D&D is very pertinent to video games, and I feel like because of what they're doing to the tabletop, it will have ramifications for what could happen to the video games down the road. So to get you guys caught up to speed. So with D&D 5th edition, they tried to simplify a lot of things, and it works well. D&D 5th edition, genuinely, I feel, is one of the best editions to get someone into tabletop RPGs. If you've never played a tabletop RPG before, but you've always wanted to try, I 100% think that 5th edition D&D, the best option. It is very simple to pick up and play. It has a lot of great rules that are clearly defined, but still loose enough that you can play around with, but without it being like, but are you sure it should be done that way? Like it's handled very well. It is the system that I always go to for the past couple of years. That when I want to get a friend into tabletop RPGs, that's been my go-to. I love more complex systems. I wear a Shadowrun hoodie for a lot of reasons. Shadowrun is one of my favorite tabletop RPG systems, but it's not a fucking simple fucking series of games. It's one of the most crunchy and complex fucking systems. But I find yes. But anyways, the reason why it's important is because D&D with the last year or so has been trying to change a lot of things up. Because of things like Critical Role, starring Matt Mercer,
Right.
Laura Bailey, Travis Willingham, etc. Many voice actors that in the gaming community we're all very familiar with.
Mm-hmm.
D&D has hit a very popular point where people that don't even necessarily play the game are getting into it because they're watching other people play it. There's also another one called like Acquisitions Inc., which is another kind of popular live play stream of D&D. And because of that, Wizards of the Coast is trying to be far more open and inclusive with a lot of their game design. And originally, one of the biggest changes of that was with one of the standalone expansions called Tasha's Cauldron of Everything, which was meant to be a kind of big player option customization. And it introduced a lot of new changes to the rules system that I actually really like, which is long-standing history with D&D. Different races give you different attribute bonuses. An elf is going to be very agile, for instance, whereas a dwarf is going to be very durable. Just simplifying it very simply. What they did with Tasha's Cauldron of Everything is they got rid of that. Any race can have any attribute bonus that you want. They still have certain innate abilities unique to them. Drow still have certain magical casting abilities that other races don't. Gnomes are still extremely lucky, things like that. But the racial bonuses to attributes don't exist anymore. You can just put whatever, which honestly, as a DM, I've always house ruled that on some level, anyways. I have no problem with that. Fine, fucking point your extra points wherever you want to put them. With this last update, though, they did a massive errata change. So they've retroactively changed all of the content for D&D, where they've removed paragraphs upon paragraphs of lore and monster information and just so much content where there's dozens of pages of just content they've just ripped out, from reprintings of the books to the online digital version. So like if you went and re-downloaded a copy of the PDF that has all of the rules, these are just missing from the newer editions of the rules now. And they've done it to mitigate racial concerns, which inherently, but top level, I agree. There's certain things within D&D, sure, can be very uncomfortable. The Drow race in particular, a dark-skinned version of the elves that typically are always evil, also often used as slaves and a lot of other concerns. Okay, I get it. I get why that's a little bit of a sensitive thing. Fully understand. But then there are certain things like beholders and other aberration style creatures where they're meant to be Cthulhu in style, otherworldly, just eldritch entities that have their own ways and thoughts of thinking. And they're just not even replacing the lore to these creatures, but just removing them. There's a picture I retweeted of just like some of the errata where it's just like, oh, the information for Kobold just gone. It doesn't exist anymore. Lore information of how to play a beholder gone. Doesn't exist anymore. And we're talking about creatures that have existed in D&D lore for 30 some odd years, just erased from history. They just don't exist anymore. If you're a DM that relies on pre-established canon to run your campaigns, and you're just getting into it, you don't have any idea of how to run a beholder anymore. You just have a stat block of a creature, and you go, what the fuck it does. I don't know what its generalized dreams and ambitions are. I don't know what, generally speaking, this creature is meant to be, other than it flares lasers from its mini eyeballs. That's all I know about it. And there's so many other creatures like that. And the whole premise behind it is they're trying to avoid a lot of sensitivities that can come from people's own backgrounds, and that's something I inherently applaud. I don't disagree with the sentiments, but it is also one of those time and a place conversations where, I mean, the beholder, the whole chunk that they removed is basically talking about the fact that a beholder is something that's just kind of thought into existence. And once it exists, it just believes it's superior to everything else. Like a beholder is just, I am here, I exist, I am going to guard my area, and there is nothing that can surpass me in intelligence, in power, and strength. I am just an infallible entity. And that's just all gone. Like there's a lot of bravado, there's a lot of temperament, there's just so much erasure. And to me, it brings up a larger gaming conversation just because of the fact that, like, imagine like Halo. I'm still kind of newer to Halo lore, and I still don't retain a lot of it. But just imagine go ahead with like a new Halo game, some of them deciding like the Spartans just don't exist anymore. Like they exist. The concept of a Spartan still exists in Halo, but the whole program to create Spartans didn't exist anymore. It's just you have John Spartan running around, but you no longer have any context or reason for like why John Spartan exists. You no longer have any idea of who they are. It's almost like going back to the very beginning of Halo 1 where you had a vague idea of Master Chief, who he was, but now without any of the lore context or explanation, and that's all you'll ever get. And it's just weird to me because I don't think it comes from a place from malice. Certainly, I feel like it's genuinely from a noble idea of wanting to make it open for new people to come in, feel comfortable, and kind of get into something that is a very hotly debated thing. I mean, tabletop games are a weird enigma of like, how do I get into? And especially when it comes to running campaigns, and so many people have come up with different things to try and make it okay for other people to get in, be safe for other people to get in. There's a popular kind of system called the like card system, where you can go ahead and you can have like a almost like a red flag in like football or something, or like soccer more like, where you can be like, hey, this is a subject matter I'm not comfortable with. Where if you didn't already pre-discuss certain things with your dungeon master or game master, where you can be like, hey, this I wasn't aware that was going to come up. Can we have a discussion and potentially avoid this? There's so many things that have been kind of being ingrained into running a game, and I just get concerned when we're hitting a point where the whole ability to run the game is being taken away. Like this is something that doesn't impact me. I never run as written games, period. Like I am always someone that runs homebrew. Whenever I run a game of D&D or Shadowrun, aside from like one occasion where I was trying to teach like a whole group of like 6 people how to play Shadowrun, I did a pre-made module to simplify and baseline it. But otherwise than that, I never run anything pre-made. I always go ahead and make all my world from scratch, their lore from scratch. I do everything basically 100% from scratch, and I keep true to the spirit of a lot of things in like the monster manuals and things like that. But otherwise, now I've always run everything more like a sandbox from scratch. But for the people that are like, oh, let me go ahead and pick up trying to think of recent manuals. Like say I want to go ahead and run the Planeswalker's Guide to Zendikar and go ahead and have like a Magic the Gathering crossover and play through that. Or if I wanted to go ahead and do Ravenloft, the Ravenloft had some newer expansions for that. Go ahead and go back into that universe. Or I think even fuck. Greyhawk. I think Greyhawk just had a new kind of expansion to it too, going back and kind of doing that, or Dragons of the Lance, or so many other settings. Fucking one day maybe we'll get Starfighter again, but there's whatever it is. So many of these pre-made settings and lore bits, and now just being in. I'm just picturing being a new DM kind of coming into this, me like, there's a bunch of creatures that just kind of exist, but here's no idea of how to play them. Here's no more lore information on these things. And considering how obtuse and just up to you it is to design a lot of these things, it's concerning. And just, I don't know, like, I know it's a conversation topic that I'm probably the only one in here that really cares about it. But I feel like for gaming, it is a larger, important conversation to be had of just where is that line of like, you try to make something so welcoming for other people, and when do you start to lose its identity of what it is? Because I feel like, to bring it into something that you guys can actually talk about, it's like Dark Souls. At what point, we've had this conversation of accessibility before, where do you start adding accessibility options so other people can play Dark Souls? And at that point, at what point does it no longer become Dark Souls?
99 Fortnite cards. I like how Gord Adrian goes off to the 7th dimension when David explains something.
I mean, to be fair,
I'm like listening. I'm listening.
So
I'm listening.
Yeah, David gets into it, and I understand. I understood what he said, or he was talking about. Like,
yeah, what was the fifth word he said?
Dang.
Pick a word I've never heard him say in my entire life.
Dang. It's like, they changed the stuff. Dang. They changed the stuff. Dang. Yeah, I know that.
We're listening.
No, I understand what you're saying. Like, if you remove too much of a thing that's, long running, I guess, then it's like that. What's that thing about like, you repair a sock or a boat or whatever? Was that in 999 actually?
Yeah, it's a
ship of
fuck,
Theseus?
that's an actual paradox.
Yeah,
I'm trying to remember the name of it.
Yeah, it's in WandaVision.
Oh, is it also in that?
The WandaVision paradox.
Yeah, the WandaVision.
The ship of Theseus.
Yeah, the ship of Theseus. Yeah, it's that. But it was also the sock too. Remember in 999? That's an error. It's a callback to another thing.
Two things David loves:
you keep repairing a
WandaVision
sock
and
with different pieces
999.
of cloth.
Oh yeah.
It's like that. Like, is it the same game at a certain point? That's how I feel with Ubisoft games usually. But yeah, Dark Souls, if they put an accessibility feature, you said, like, if it's
grow the fuck up. It's such a stupid fucking thing. Oh, you make it
I would
too
say
easy.
it would ruin it. It would ruin it though.
How?
Because that's what Dark Souls is. Dark Souls is a challenge, and
it should still be a challenge to you, though.
It's definitely not its combat. Yeesh.
No, I'm saying, but accessibility does not stop it from being a challenge to you.
Yeah, it does. It ruins it in my eyes.
Yeah,
it's over.
But see, that's what I mean. It's like, genuinely, people fiercely defend the difficulty of like a Dark Souls.
Well, in defense of that, you'll see a lot of people come out and say, "Look how easy it is." So there'll be so many clips of people.
And then sure, you can point it out. Then that's fine. But like, but genuinely, if it gives you the same thing,
then it would ruin that game's reputation as like.
But then stop fucking getting hurt by how people fucking talk.
Yeah, but look, there's this guy that beat Dark Souls using only Morse code. So I mean, I do get better at the game.
I do argue that certain games don't need to be made for everybody.
I agree, 100%.
Yeah, sure.
And Dark Souls doesn't need to be played by everybody. If you can't play it, then play something else. There's a lot of games. Like, Dark Souls does not need to be made for everybody. I don't think there's a lot of games out there that are made for.
Well, I mean, yeah, you can look at the opposite. It's a visual novel.
You can't do an accessibility feature for a visual novel. I'll tell you
I was about to say, like, a visual novel.
Unless they make the words really simple or something. like dang, some of my favorite words.
I think it's done. If you can add that in there, and it's not like if it's gonna be like a fucking very easy mode, and it's gonna like it's like what like Wolfenstein makes fun of you, right? Is the Wolfenstein like fucking put it baby mode?
Wolfenstein's Wolfenstein and Doom are the classic ones where it's like hurt me plenty is normal, and then the easy ones like don't hurt me daddy, I think it is, or something like that.
Yeah, and
I can't remember. I think Wolfenstein, that might be the.
But it's like, and that doesn't change the fact that the game is hard as shit. And if you play it on actual fucking difficulty, you're fucking mad about it. Then cool. Like, that didn't change the fact. Like, I play like on Legendary on Halo. Like the
Well,
fact that
usually
people
accessibility mode is
I know, but
you
I'm
can't
saying,
die.
but I know a lot
So,
of ones where people were
a
saying
lot of
that,
accessibility modes is you just can't die.
but a lot of people were
That's
saying
usually,
like
I think that's what
difficulty
David
too.
was saying. Was accessibility.
Difficulty being something too that people were putting
Yeah.
in there, and it's like it doesn't change the fact that I fucking like I play Halo Reach Legendary right out the gate, and that was like a fucking terror of my life. And people that played the game on easy beat the game before me and knew the whole story before me, whatever. It doesn't change the fact that I beat on Legendary though. Like, who the fuck cares? Grow up.
Right.
And so that's why I kind
It's
of
a little bit more off a tangent though, because when you're changing into there and you're changing things and make people not enjoy it, that's a little bit differently. Because now you're changing an actual thing that can't be changed. When you got the difficulty, you can still play on the same difficulty, and the game never changed. If you put a fucking sticky note on top of the fucking screen where it says very easy, you'll never know. But if like, you're changing the actual story that people have to participate in that does not change, that's different. But I don't know. That's kind of just the nature of where life's going right now, where the English language is changing as a whole, and people are it's a live language. People don't realize too. English is a very alive language. So words that didn't mean things or used to mean things don't mean the same things anymore, and it's people they got to get used to that. And I mean, it is what it is.
And that's the thing is like I fully appreciate that. And again, I think something that a lot of people do take for granted, me being in the extremely disgusting group of cis white male hetero, is the fact that like
Must be
there's so many
nice.
things I don't have to worry about. Genuinely. No, there's genuinely so many things that like I don't have to have as like a concern in the back of my head, or so many things that are just not going to trigger a bad experience to me and just make me go, oh man, that just suddenly gave me a bad feeling. Like I'm living life on fucking easy
When would that
mode.
happen in Dark Souls though?
Well, going back to the original
Fine,
story.
say if I was gay and like brown and I played Dark Souls, what part in Dark Souls made me go, oh no?
No, he's saying just like textually.
I thought we're still using Dark Souls.
No, we went off Dark Souls.
The original
We
story.
mentioned like Dark Souls like 4 times in this.
Now, granted, here's my personal take on that, which is usually controversial, but it's like it is what it is. Is that I think the fact that cis white males also are not allowed opinions on some stuff too. Now, granted, there's some stuff that is
opinion on that.
There's some wild opinions that they shouldn't have in that respect, right? But there's like times where I've seen I've seen some friend of mine like they would say
Someone will
man,
just like butt in and not butt in, but they'll say like, oh well, I think this, but you're like, no, you're white.
Or like, man, today was really hard. Yeah, it must be fucking hard being a white fucking privileged white man. It's like
I just find that so funny because they always talk about like oh man, we should have equality and stuff, and then the white guy says something was like, no, you're white.
No, what was that? It was you watched that in one of your meme things. It was the feminism thing. It's like, do you think women could do everything men can do?
Strong man to open up the jar.
No. It was the interview. It was that guy talking to the girl. Hey, do you think women can do every single thing that men can do? Yes. Do you think men can do everything women can do? No.
There you go.
Feminism. It's a really weird balance, and I think it's also dangerous to not let anyone voice themselves the way they are. And I think we get to a point in life where if you get frustrated people who feel like they can't voice literally anything, whether or not, and yeah, again, like to preface this, there's some wild opinions that need to be jarred up and thrown in a river and never seen again. But like just general frustrations.
Yeah, like,
if someone has a bad day
on pizza.
If someone has a bad day,
disgusting savages right there.
At back, he says, "Peace, guys. Happy holidays. Happy holidays.
Happy holidays.
Take care. Baby. Be safe."
We're wrapping it up in a second.
Yeah, we're gonna wrap it up here. But like, if there should be no reason that someone can vocalize having a bad day and then be shoved in like, oh, you're the. It's like that was they didn't get choose to get born that way. Like whatever. Like. That's not a thing. There's little things in life like that bother me like that. Also, I hate people argue about Mexican culture and they're not Mexican.
Yes.
Like,
yeah, please, David, stop it.
Like, I don't think I hated so much when I saw people not of my ethnicity arguing about fucking Mario and the sombrero on fucking Odyssey.
Yeah.
Guess what? Now there's no Mario and Sombrero on Odyssey. Now I have no representation.
White people to
great.
stop arguing
Now
on
Mario's
behalf of you.
now he's even more white.
Now
Chris
Mario
Pratt's
no
playing
longer has a sombrero on the
Mario
cover.
Lopez could have played Mario. He was born for the fucking job. But now, Chris Pratt. Look at me. I'm a Garfield. Fuck you.
I'm like, cool. So I chime in every once in a while. I'm like, why are you trying to argue for me? Who are you?
Because like that's the thing. It's like I feel like a lot of this conversation gets so lost into the identity politics strictly of it for that purpose. Because I feel like at the end of the day, it's so easy to forget that people at the end of the day are just fucking people.
Yeah.
Like everyone has their own unique story. Like, yes, I am currently in a very privileged situation in my life. I make good money. I own my house. I'm in a very privileged situation in life. I didn't start that way. I had a very shit life. I mean, I've alluded to it on the podcast before.
Yeah,
I didn't fucking go through high school. I had a shit
I don't want to
horrible shit.
I don't want to interrupt you in the middle of that, but I want to agree with you too, because it's like, again, is there a lot of privilege from that? Sure, there is. We'll preface it with that, but also I think like the leading, and we're getting super sorry on that. But I think like the leading demographic for like suicide is also like white males, I believe too.
Yes.
So it's like there's a weird, like there's a lot of different things that people blend into it, but it's like it's not black and white, you know. It's obvious there's so many 50 Shades of Grey up in this bitch.
Brown.
50 Shades of Grey.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
But
I love that book.
At the end of the day, just respect the fact someone's always going through something. Like, just be fucking, literally, Bill and Ted said it best. Just be kind to each other. Like,
be excellent. Party on, dudes.
Exactly. Life is not fucking
You got
hard.
the fucking quote wrong. This motherfucker.
They said it the best.
Be kind to each other. Yeah, you got the stance right though.
Be kind to each.
Yeah, maybe they do say that in the movie, but the one I remember is be excellent
towards the end of the first
and
one.
Party on, dudes. Maybe you probably did say that. But be excellent to each other is the one that.
Yeah, but anyways, either way, the whole point. Everyone's going through something. Just fucking be excellent to each other. Be kind to each other.
Party on, dudes.
Life is not hard. Just don't be a fucking dick.
Like, don't be a Nazi.
Well, it's hard when being a dick is so fun.
Don't be racist. Don't be a Nazi.
Hitler.
Don't live your life
Hitler
to make life miserable for someone else. Just end fucking story.
Think about it like this: if you keep being like that, then Hitler won.
There's like a couple things in life, right? There's like,
don't ignore what I just said.
It's genuine. There's a couple things. There's a couple things in life. Like, don't be a racist. Don't be a Nazi. Don't laugh at James Corden.
Yeah,
that's
true. Don't find most women funny.
Don't donate to DSP.
What was that?
Don't donate to DSP. Like, just leave DSP alone. Just.
I've seen funnier Amy Schumer bits than DSP. So, you know what? Hey, that's like my what do you think? Like olive branch. You know what? Amy Schumer's not funny, but she's still funnier than Darkside Phil. So there you go.
There we go. We got the olive branch.
Darkside Phil has said multiple times in the past.
And last thing.
The olive branch.
Last thing you do not do is give up faith on Beyond Good and Evil 2. It's happening one day. Yeah, Never give that faith up.
All right, you heard it here first, ladies and gentlemen. Don't be racist. Don't be a Nazi.
Don't laugh at James Corden.
Don't James Corden. Don't give money to the church. And
yeah, or DSP.
What was the last one?
Don't donate. DSP. He said, I don't know where you got church from, but all right.
I said that as you were talking about DSP.
The chicken place?
Yeah, don't donate church's chicken.
It's a chicken place.
And then
I'm trying to put that thumb out, but you're not saying the fifth part.
And don't give up hope on Beyond Good and Evil 2.
Yeah.
Wait, why do you have 6 up?
Because he said church. So he said donate to church.
I guess I really didn't. I didn't hear that.
It doesn't matter which one it is. Don't give money to any of them.
What do you mean? Chris Pratt loves his church.
I'm sure he does.
Oh, you didn't
I'm sure he also enjoys other men enjoying his wife too. So.
Well, yeah, he might actually.
We don't kink shame on the Blueberries podcast.
I do.
I can't say what I just said.
Thanks for listening. Congratulations, you made it. Stay tuned next week for a good holiday episode. And David Secret Count sent us out with anime titties. Don't ever forget anime titties.
Animate titties.
Oh no! All right, we're done.
Good God, Jesus Christ!